Crow virtual pub Friday night. Is it the 4th? It is the 4th of November 2022. I think we got our first comment of the day from Lee W, Daniel Bale, James Burt, Lee W again, King Shamey and Jess. How we all doing, everybody? Hit that like button down below. Come on, let's hit that like button down below to get out to everybody at the Stone Crow virtual pub. Might be bonfire night tonight for some people. On a Friday, they might be out doing bonfire parties. But, pardon me, for the people who are in, cheers. Absolutely cheers. I'm drinking a fantastic Vice beer from the wonderful Lord's Brewing Company. A 5-litre mini keg. What are you drinking, everybody? What are you drinking? Cameron Coleman. Cheers. How you doing? How you doing, Cameron? Demir 91. Just finished the beer and cheese pairing video. Awesome stuff, Simon. Also, cheers and Stone the Crows. Let's have some beers. Let's have some beers. And we got an evening from Cameron. Can we hit the like button down below? If we can hit the like button down below, that would be absolutely fantastic. Hello, The Punisher. Hello, Sergio Martin. Hello, Alan. How are we all doing? 70 people tuned in, 20 likes. Let's do 50 likes. Hit the like button down below, 50 likes. We got Reese Crofton with the first super chat of the night. That's absolutely fantastic. £2 super chat. Lee, thank you, Reese. Lee W drinking, Simon drinking a keg of elusive head drug from Lords is brilliant, fantastic. Honestly, their beers are terrific. Lords, really good. Jason Finn, Spartan Oktoberfest. Anthony Major, cheers Simon, hit that like button. Ross, evening all on the Asahi, brilliant. Demir 91, hit the like button. Let's go, let's get the party going. Absolutely. If you can hit the like button down below, this live stream will go out to more and more people. Let's get it to 50 likes then. We've got 38 likes. 38 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's do 50 likes. 50 likes in the first 3 minutes would be absolutely fantastic. 9 more likes to go. 9 more likes to go. Hit the like button down below. 8 more times to go. 52 likes. You guys are fantastic. 2.5 minutes. 53 likes. Fantastic. Big G Gordon says, love this guy. I love you too, man. I love you too. Already 50. Hawkstone is a great drop. It really is. I almost forgot about Hawkstone Lager there on my... I was thinking, what am I going to be drinking tonight? Is this 5-litre mini keg going to be enough? I forgot all about Hawkstone. Sitting there next to me on the perfect draft. Blooming heck. Chris Cross, evening all. Beer Hawk off in 50 minutes off pro draft. Making a pro draft bundle 210. Set at 420. Quite a big discount. I've ummed and ahed about a Perfect Draft Pro, you know, I really have. But, kind of like, I haven't used the one I have for months, so... I need to use my original Perfect Draft more, my Phillips Perfect Draft, put some more kegs on it. I mean, if it's half price... It's dangling a carrot, isn't it? Do I buy one? I don't know. Maybe they got loads in stock. I think the time for beer machines was probably the situation, and things have kind of just calmed down a little bit since then. Vocation Crush hour for me. Cheers, Simon. Says David. Corey, just got yourself some Samagals. Well done, Corey. Enjoy the Samagals. Homebrew tonight for me. Happy Friday. Liam Mallinson. Good evening. All a few cans of Murphy's tonight. Brilliant, Liam. Stuart Grant just got the Hawkstone on the Perfect Draft. Oh, Stuart, do you like it? I think it's really good. Jonathan Watson says, beer o'clock. Evening, Simon from the old Kent Road pub shed. Lee Lodge Mate Engineer. Evening, Simon, just had an Oakham Citra. Well done, Paul Turvey. Brilliant beer. I haven't had it for ages, but what a lovely beer. Will Butler's on the Paulaner tonight. Brilliant, brilliant. So I caught up with a lot of the comments. Let's see if we got any more. Jane Irwin's in. Hi, Simon. Watch your drinking where I am. I'm drinking Lord's Brewing Company. I'll pick the keg up if you like. It's their Vice beer. It's their Vice beer. It's lovely. It really is. It's a lovely drop. Real. I mean, the light now this time of night is not doing it justice, but I mean, if you watch my review from earlier, oof, brilliant. Lovely. Richard is drinking a Scottish ale that was home brewed. A sting bug flew into the boil, 5 minutes left in the 90-minute boil. Oh, what have we called it then? Sting bug ale. Mad Monkey Barbecue, 3 Acre Brewing assortment tonight is local to you. Well done, 3 Acre Brewing Company, Mad Monkey. Northern Monk, a turn up for me first tonight, says Jonathan Watson. Lewis says Stone the Crows. Stuart Grant says Blade is the best belt machine I own, and I have the perfect draft on Crubs, but I love my Blade the most. Stuart Grant, totally agree. I totally agree. My Blade machine is wonderful. It is wonderful. That's the one machine that I absolutely kind of really wish that I would use more. I'm going to start buying more kegs. I'm going to start buying more Vice beers. The Blade, what a machine. What a machine the Blade is. It just needs to, like, it didn't quite kick on, did it, the Blade? It didn't quite, like, nearly made it. Nearly made it. Never quite got there. Oh! Just took a big sip of beer for Joe Biden's dentures who put in a $5 super chat. Stone the Crows, drinking a Leining. Oh, this is a difficult for me, Joe. Leining Kugel's Toasted Bock, 5.1% ABV, seasonal beer. Cheers to all in tonight. Let's have a beer. Yes. Well done, Joe Biden's dentures. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. You know, I poured Mel a beer. I poured her about, and she's not even, I don't know where she is. She said she's coming down. You need to try the Asda habanero chili nuts. Delicious. I will, Corey. Don't you worry. What's the view on the long hair, by the way? Maybe a charity shave off for children in need coming up. Well, you know, it looks like I've got a shaven head from the front, doesn't it? It looks like any other person from the front, I think. It's only when I do this. I can't even bend my... I got a bad back. Oh, I got a bad back. Yeah, all that work in the garden. Simon, want to say a massive thanks to Lord's Brewing. Bought a keg and some cans on Monday. They really know how to look after people. Great brewery. Would advise anyone to buy from them. Great beer. Lee W, absolutely. Evening all. Tim here, coming from Penarth on the Erdinger. Hello, Tim in Penarth. How are you doing? How are you doing? Having a bud on the perfect draft. Cheers, says Joe Pollock. Enjoy your Budweiser on the perfect draft. Cheers. I got bits and pieces of exciting news that I got to keep under my lid for a little while. But I'm desperate to tell you guys. Got so much coming on. So much coming to the channel. It's really exciting times. I finally got a proper Vice beer glass. Makes such a difference. Liam Mallison. My goodness me, Liam. What a difference it makes when you get a proper Vice beer glass. It makes a massive, massive difference. Evening all on Sam Smith's Stingo. Stone the Crows. You reviewed it a few years back, Simon. Very wintry. Matthew Smith. I love a Stingo. I love all the beers from Samuel Smith's. I tell you what I really like about Samuel Smith's is the fact that they'll buy an old pub. Literally, a pub or a building that's falling down and they'll save it. I love it. I love the fact that they save old buildings. That one in Newport I did back in the summer. The whole place was going to fall down. Sam Smith spent £1.5 million on it and saved it. I think it's terrific. A terrific story. Friday, baby, let's go crazy, says Joe Biden's dentures. Neil Smith says, evening, Simon. What's been your favourite cocktail at Soraya's? S43 Wagini Double Dry Hop Pale Ale here. Neil Smith, my favourite cocktail Probably the Godfather. Probably the Godfather. Right, we got 200 people in. Boom! 200 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Can we do 100 likes? 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, hit that like button down below. Let's go for it tonight. 200 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's get 16 more likes. 16 more likes for 100 likes. Make that 13 likes. 13 more likes for 100 likes. Come on, everybody. Let's do it. Alan, the Milkman Mead is in. Hello, Alan. How are we doing? 89 people have liked. 90 people have liked. We've got 10 more likes. 10 more likes to go. 10 more likes to go. We got 100 likes. We got 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Thank you, everybody, so very much. Ooh. There's a like button and a dislike button down below for the likes. Still waiting for the Lewis Capaldi pizza review, Simon, says Mike Whitefield. I don't get it. I still don't know who Lewis Capaldi is. I don't get it. It looks weird. It looks like a cartoon weird. I will do it, Mike. I will do it. But it's a bit weird. What is a Godfather cocktail? It's like loads of like big, massive, spirity drinks poured in together. I had one or two, and my goodness me, God, it was strong. Absolutely strong stuff. It was like vodka and whiskey and bourbon and all sorts. Simon Martin for Prime Minister's in. He's saying absolutely how we doing. Stone the Crows. Hello, how we doing? Callum Sowerby, £4.49 super chat. Thank you so very much, Callum. On the Franciscana Royal tonight. Keep up the great reviews. Oh, what a beer that is. Franciscana Royal. What a terrific, special, lovely beer on the perfect draft that is. Franciscana Royal. Probably one of my favourite Vice beers of all time. And you can only buy it on these kegs. Could any company compete with Heineken and InBev and make their own machine? Well, Heineken make a blade. Heineken make the blade beer machine, Stuart Grant. Why they didn't push it in the situation, why didn't make 1 million of these machines and knock them out for 100 quid, I don't know. I really don't know. Because at the end of the day, they'll make their money back when the machines are in people's homes, when people start buying kegs. If I was Heineken, you know when Heineken come and fit a bar for you, they'll come to your pub and they'll go, you know, they'll give you a little tickle and then they'll, you know, fit you a new bar as long as you have beer on for the next 3 years. Well, that's essentially what they could do with the Blade beer. They could sell it for dirt cheap, the Blade beer machine, and then people buy kegs for the next 3-4 years. You know, straight to people's homes. It's not rocket science, is it? It really isn't rocket science. The Godfather is amaretto and whiskey with Coke. I love it. Michelle Flintoff, absolutely. Strong mind. Shout out to Joe, Ned and Frankie the dog, please. English cat, I will do. How you doing, English cat? Billy, notice how there are no mini kegs in Sainsbury's or Tesco. Not sure if it's just London, but I've been to 5 shops. Nothing. Billy, I know. There used to be so many mini kegs years ago, didn't there? Little 5-litre mini kegs. They were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I want to know where Mel is. I want to know where Mel is because she needs to have her beer. It's going to go blooming warm and flat there. Really good pint. I might have to drink it myself. Oh, no. The craft beer hub, there he is. Boom, hello, how we doing? How we doing? I was lucky enough to try the Lord's Vice at the York Beer Fest. Really enjoyed it. It's a beautiful pint. Beautiful pint of beer. Isn't it, Mac? It really is. Damien, I run currently building a new house and can't wait to watch the Stone Crow from my wet bar in the basement. A few more months. Damien 91. Won't be long, mate. Won't be long. So, planning update. I had a meeting with the planners. Does anybody want to know what happened with me and the planning department at the Vale of Glamorgan Council? Because one of my kind viewers on YouTube sent the Vale of Glamorgan Council my video. And the underground bunker, you know, the underground bunker video. It was kindly sent by one of my fantastic viewers who I love dearly, I really do. Sent to the Vale of Glamorgan Council. So they come out, and we had a meeting in the week. And they come out and they walk through my front door, and they said, there's your threshold. That's your ground level, your front door. That's how we gauge it. So she walked all the way through, looked out the back and went, you're not in the ground. You're on ground level, coming in through the front door on the threshold. There's nothing, it basically said time wasters, you know, absolute time wasters. So, yeah, I mean, all okay, crack on, absolutely crack on. Do what you like. Did she have a clip? She was a lovely lady, a big Kev, honestly. I mean, they're only doing their job. I really don't blame the planning department. They were put on by one of my fantastic viewers of the channel who watches all the time, and like every episode of my videos, and complained to the council. So they came and they said, all okay, crack on. But as a consequence, I wanted to make a series of videos. About me building my pub shed in the garden, my underground bunker. But, you know, for the lovely people that are out there watching, for the lovely people who want to kind of report me to the council, I won't be making any more underground bunker videos. It'll kind of, you know, it might just appear one day. I might just be in it filming the Stone Crow virtual pub. But there we go. That's life. We take it on the chin. And we move on. Never just go with a clipboard. One of my philosophies in life. Nathan, it's good if you get bored. So what are we saying about best of luck with the build? Maybe you could catch the ferry to Ireland. Michelle Flynn, £5 super chat. Thank you very much, Michelle, for the £5 super chat. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. So I got official. I did. So what happened was, Demir 91, because you're watching from America, they came out and they said to me that I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything wrong. So crack on, basically. Some people have too much time on their hands, or they're trying to grow a YouTube channel. Going to be the best private bar in Barry. Awesome, thank you very much. The worst thing about it is, well, let's just, well, we can move on, can we? Does the Stone Crow have some rats? It's awful, bounce back bigger and better. Yeah, absolutely. Have I lost a tooth? No, they're just nice and luminous in this light. I have got white teeth, it's just the light makes me look a bit yellow. Mexi shelters illegal as the army uses them. The fish dog. I'm guessing a council is the equivalent of a HOA here in the US. Yeah, kind of like the authority, you know, the council. They just, you know, the council. You pay them money every month in tax, and they're meant to clean your drains and sweep your streets. They don't do any of that. Hi Simon, it's beer o'clock. I'm enjoying a mad brewer mayhem. Yeah, so awesome news. A bunch of the regulars piling in, very cool. So Joe Biden's dentures. Absolutely. Hello, everybody. Hello, all the new regulars. My favourite on Perfect Draft is the Castilian Grand Cru, which has now disappeared off the Beer Hawk website. Got it? I like the German lager. It was the Steinhauser German lager. That was lovely. That's gone as well. Daniel Smith, glad to see you back on a Friday. How long have you returned to doing Fridays? Right, Daniel Smith. From now on, it's going to be Fridays. From now on, the Stone Crow Virtual Pub is going to be on Fridays. Last Friday, I was in Bristol releasing this. I was releasing my brand new beer, Real Ale Craft Beer, Malt Beer Company, Steady Walker, 4.8% ABV Old Ale. Very, very kind of over the moon and happy by it. Tastes amazing. Tastes amazing. That was being launched last Friday. So what I did last Friday, I did a Stone Crow virtual pub the day before on a Thursday. But we are bang, boom, Friday. Every Friday till at least, I don't know, May next year. Arf and Griffiths was looking forward to the Underground Bunker videos. Well, you know, I might... It's all about calculation, isn't it? Maybe angles, camera angles. I might be able to show some camera angles, certain kind of progress in the coming months. Little teaser videos. You may see it if you watch my beer reviews. Just little kind of teaser bits, but I won't be able to make an actual video going forward. Is this my... no, it's not. It's my daughter. Annabelle, do me a favour. Take Mum this beer. I don't know what she's up to. She's meant... Oh, I always get this. Wait a second. Do you get that? Being a parent. Do you get wait a second? I get it all the time. Wait a second. I'm just putting my VR headset on and I'm having a quick round of VR gaming while...
I was checking the percentage actually.
Oh, there she goes. Look. See that? See that? Psh, straight on the chin. Straight on the chin, that one. Finally bought an air fryer. Game changer, Andrew Campbell. Unbelievable, aren't they? Absolutely unbelievable.
She's coming up now.
You're going to review your beer on the channel. Sean, I put a video up last week if you want to have a look at it. Put in Steady Walker. Real Ale Craft Beer Steady Walker and you'll see the video. Ted Slaughter. Hello, Ted. How you doing? Ted always comments on my videos. Hello, Ted. How you doing, mate? You can call your bar shed in the garden, the steam shed. After the link with Barry and scrapping steam locals. I hope drunken, absolutely. It's bonfire weekend and I like a strong scrumpy cider outside with a fire and my big coat and woolly hat. The fish dog. It's not very cold though, is it, this time of year? After a few beers, I'm anything but a steady walker. Yes, yes, she is. Look, yes, she is. Oh, hang on, the craft beer hub in terms of beer machine. I'm loving my beer once I thought about perfect dram.
What do you want about?
I don't want to be tied to the beer they sell. Absolutely, craft beer hub. Right. Yes, she is. Your beer's been like sit. I poured your beer first because I'm a gentleman.
Where's my seats? I got so rest today.
Because I'm a gentleman, I poured Mel's beer first, and well. Should have waited. Where have you been? Do you want this a bit lower? At last, beauty. There we go. There we go.
Hello,
your fans in it, Mel. Your fans are in. I want Mel to have a big slurp of her beer because it's Friday and she's been in work all week.
Racing. Is that on?
It's on, full charge. It's Friday. Cheers.
Cheers. Where's my chair?
Cheers, everyone. We got nearly 300 people in at the Stone Crow virtual pub, you know. Tried my first Peretti beer last night, thought it was superb. Have you? Tried it, Simon, what are your thoughts? I think I've had it. Pretty decent beer.
That's out there tonight.
Wait a second, I'm just coming, yep, well, we're in another 10 minutes. But, oh, right, yeah, that's fine.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
Long time no see, says Ryan McFarlane.
I know, good to see you as well. Nice one.
Luminance, we're all right, mate. We're all right. Yeah, the old hose pipe's working fine, mate. I won a UK Pub Shed of the Year 2021.
That's cool.
Building a home garden pub is the best thing I ever did. Cheers. Glebe 9. Awesome, Glebe. Congratulations on that. That's brilliant. Ever tried old school brewery OSB? Original special bitter? Yeah, it's very good. Friday, baby. Mel is in. Let's get wild. Yeah, let's get wild. Mel's got a lovely brand new jumper on.
It's a bit cold though.
Well, listen, do you want to stand the other side so you can get the heat off that if you stand there? Can you get it? A little bit of warmth. I think I've turned it on properly. Oh,
There we go, set it up.
there we go. Full blast of the Stone Crow.
Oh, God, it
Eating's on.
stinks.
Does he?
Yeah, it's just where it's dusty, so it burns it through quickly.
We haven't put it on for 6 months because it's all, you know, them old-fashioned heater things. It smells of dust. You know when you put them on for the first time in the winter, they're like, whoa, burning dust.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Cooking dust.
Right, Mel, tell everybody how's your week been, and I'll try and find you a chair.
Yeah, there's one there. Oh no, there's one there.
That's fine.
It's been busy this week, as always. Tuesday felt like Wednesday, so then it felt like I was, you know, when you feel like you're ahead and you're not. Ugh. And then suddenly it was Friday. Suddenly it was Friday afternoon, which was absolutely mayhem. Absolute mayhem. But thankfully it's all done now.
Fried breakfast.
Knick-knacked though, literally, like, oh.
Fried breakfast in the morning. That's what I say. Fried breakfast.
Oh.
Every Saturday morning, without a shadow of a doubt, I do a massive fry up. Number one, to get over my hangover from the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. And number two, it sets me up for the weekend. Breakfast in the morning sets me up. Bacon, eggs, beans,
my hair started.
tomatoes, hash browns, all of it. I have the big full works, double sausage, double eggs. I love it, absolutely love it. 295 people into this, 296 people, 300 people are in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. This is amazing.
Daniel Bale, congratulations, well done.
What's Daniel Bell done now?
He's starting his new job on Monday.
Congrats, mate, congrats. Jonathan Watson, hey Simon, what shampoos are you using? Yeah, it looks lovely and shiny, dude. Oh, it's just that cheap stuff. What's it called? Olivia
Don't
Alberto
lie.
Balsam.
Don't lie. Using my expensive stuff half the time.
We got
Black
loads of comments
pudding,
coming through.
no.
Loads of
Bread,
comments.
No. Good turnout tonight. Yes, it's really good.
It's really good. It's a lovely
Seen the weather forecast for tomorrow.
raining all day.
I don't mind though because it looks like I've got a tooth missing.
So Mel, Perfect
I
Draft
haven't.
Pro.
I've got a tooth there.
Perfect Draft Pro.
What, is it an actual thing?
Yeah, it's been a thing for a while. £440. It just means you can turn the dial up and down, the temperature dial. £440.
Well, it depends how much you love your beer because you know that a rice beer and a stout shouldn't be as cold as others.
But some lovely person on here earlier on said that it's been reduced to £220 for a few days only. A few days only. Right, who we got in? We've got Beardy Beer Reviews. How you doing, Beardy? Stephen Chevel says Durham City is getting a
for is it?
Brewdog Bar Steakhouse restaurant. You must come for a pint or a few. Michelle Flintoff's partner. Cheers, mate. Awesome. Stephen Chevels. Hey, Si, I am so glad to see a very underrated brewery from the south of the channel, Dark Revolution. Been years in the waiting. I went there. Did you see, and this is directly to Beardy Beer Reviews.
Oh,
Did you see my Salisbury video? I actually went.
Is that what I was talking about?
No, I did a Pilsner. I did a Pilsner from Dark. Beautiful Pilsner. But Beardy, I went in the Salisbury video, Beers, Bars and Pubs of Salisbury. I went to Dark Revolution. I had a chat with them, and it's at the end of the video. Have a look. Have a look. Joe Biden Stenches, $2 super chat. Let's raise a pint at Daniel Bale's new job. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows to Daniel Bale for getting a new job. That's absolutely fantastic. Well done, Daniel Bale. Well done, Daniel Bale. Awesome. I forgot. Do you know I said maybe this keg may not last us all night? I forgot we got 5 litres of 6, isn't it? Yeah, 6 litres of beer in the perfect draft. Good old Jeremy Clarkson's Hoaxton Lager. I forgot all about it. I only reviewed it yesterday. Not yet. I shall do. Salisbury is a beautiful place. They're awesome, guys. I got their new tumbler glass. It's so pretty. Right, Beardy. Do you know the town centre of Salisbury? Do you know the actual square where they have the market? look up above the Ox Row pub, and you will see a sign. And that sign, it says, it's the name of one of the old breweries. It's one of the old breweries that was in Salisbury years ago.
What it says.
Oh, what did Phil Harding say?
I don't know, wasn't there?
Phil Harding, he said, spewing, something about spewing, and he was on about the brewery. He's on about the beers weren't that good. So something, I can't remember the name of the brewery now, but he said,
the punchline's going to be really good then if you can't remember.
Spewing Muse or something. Nigel Morris with a £1 super chat. Thank you very much, Nigel Morris. That's absolutely terrific.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you very much.
Jumpers making my hair really static.
So,
it's sticking to me.
Where are you from and what are you drinking? To the 270 people live at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, where are you all from and what are you drinking? Comment below, come on. Perfect Draft or the Perfect Draft Pro? I mean, for £220, I don't know, do I need the temperature gauge? It's a lot of money, I don't know. Last time I was in Salisbury was for a gig, and you with a British Heavy. Oh, well, there we are. Enjoy. Good evening, you two, and all the chat. Fat Panda. San Francisco, California, Germany, Chelmsford, Colorado, Belfast, North Wales, Hertog Jan, Ipswich, Edinburgh. Drinking Lennigunner's toasted Joe Biden, I can't read that. Vocation from Tesco says Liam. Eastbourne. Bitburger in Margate. Virginia, US on a torpedo. Sunny Birmingham. Rattle Rum. Brighton. Barbecue. Losing them. Newcastle. Salt Lake. Stone Crows International, baby. Londinium. Wisconsin, USA. Liverpool drinking Camden Hells. Venezuela. Reading on the Bengal Lancer. Dennis Powis down the road 2 miles away. London, Polish Sutton. I'm on the Brewdog Punk IPA. Parana in Brazil. Allspeckled in Ashford in Kent. Oxford, Edinburgh. Guinness in Recklinghausen, Germany. Wisconsin. Aberystwyth. Drinking a Madry. Arfon, brilliant. Weymouth in Dorset. Cornwall, I need a cough. Essex, carry on.
Bridget's. Side, did you have your Oreo Impy? Oh, it's gone. It's going too quick. Perfect Draft, Punk IPA, Cronenberg in Ramsgate, Canada. A very warm day. Drinking Viceroy in Simon's Kitchen. Quebec, Canada. Risker. Wigan. Oh, they're going way too fast.
Gotta get some.
No. Armanford. Drinking weak lager in prep for harder stuff for rugby tomorrow. Crook and County Durham, St. Petersburg, eating apple. Bristol, Mel, God of War next week. Excited, haven't played the first one, so I'm behind on that. Blackpool, Mexborough in South Yorkshire. Sherry and Coke tonight from Richie.
Richie John. Right,
put it away.
J. Elms. Great community we have. We do, J. Elms, we really do. Cinderford, Ryan McFarlane. There he is! Simon Wood, where are you, Simon Wood? Where are you? I just asked, where are you from and what are you drinking, Simon Wood? Wish I didn't drink that half bottle of Buckfast. Made me feel sick, Ryan. Right. Nigel Morris with a £10 super chat. Drinking Stranic Imperial Stout from Morrison's. Gutted, it's already been discontinued. Has it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Already? I only just reviewed it. Why? I was looking for the fireworks. Simon Ringo Wood is in. There he is. Up the Valleys, Adnams Road, Broadside. Drinking Scaffold in Ramsgate. Hi Mel. Ottawa in Canada, says Jane Irwin. Shut the door, man. It's freezing. Remember now.
It's cold. You just said to everyone it's not
Well, I mean, right. Simon Wood's in Woking with no heating and having a cellar temperature Lord's
smells like
Moggy Rye Ale.
Now that smell in the air.
Yeah.
Smells like bonfire night.
I got a big comment just come through. Just had a field recordings Moore's Lattle Barrel Aged Coffee Vanilla Imperial Stout and North Brewing Bar in Leeds. Awesome sauce, I can tell you. 11% ABV. That's what I can't believe Stranic's been discontinued already. That's bonkers. It's only just come out. UKPI £2 super chat. Drinking Innocent Guns Session IPA in Edinburgh. Fantastic beer. And thank you very much, UKPI, for the £2 super chat. Amazing. What are my thoughts on the Guinness Nitro Surge? I'm not really a fan of Guinness to begin with, so I'm not kind of like that bothered by it. If somebody sent me one, I'd probably review it. Talking about somebody sending me something, the Posh Pig were watching last week, the company from the Posh Pig, and they said, do you want to try some ghost pepper pork scratchings? Can anybody remember that comment last Thursday? People asking me, did I want pork scratchings that are made of ghost pepper? Well, here they are. The Posh Pig is a big jar. It's a big jar. Look at the scratching. Ghost pepper. Picked me 2 cans of Stranic up for Christmas. Nitro Surge works about £3 a pint. Not worth it in my opinion. It's like, it's not even a decent, it's not a nice enough beer to be able to warrant buying a machine for Guinness, is it? It tastes like syrup to me. So there we are. There we are. These are the ghost pepper. Those are going to be brutal. Joe Biden jar looks great. I mean, yeah, they're coming to the channel soon. Mel loves pork scratchings, don't you, Mel? Mate, Solar is so blooming good on Cask, leaps and bounds over kegs. Solar, my local normally has that at this time of year. Brilliant.
Is that so LA?
Solar, so LA, so
LA.
LA. So LA from Salisbury. Why is it? It's from. I think I reviewed it actually. Great looking jar.
If there's dots in there, it's LA. Not La.
So LA then, yeah. Let's see if they beat the other ones you had. Oh, Daniel Bale. Oh my goodness me. Hi Mal. As Simon ignoring me, lol. JJ, I'm awfully sorry. And this goes to anybody. If I'm missing anybody's comments, I do apologise. The comments are coming thick and fast tonight. I'm not ignoring anybody. I do apologise if I do miss your comments though. The dog is out. As soon as I mentioned pork scratching, the dog is
Not
out.
having any of them. It's got roast chilli in it.
What's this now?
Hazy, evening, ladies and gents. Sitting in the car waiting to go home after my birthday meal. Ooh. Marston's 61 Deep was nice too. I've got my pick of craft beers at home. I'm on white feet.
Congratulations,
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hazy Haze, on being 25 years of age. 25 years of age.
Yeah.
Alan Heidman, £5 super chat. When I say Len, you say Kofsky. Or when I say Len, you say Len Kofsky. Len Kofsky. Oh, that's a difficult one, Alan. That's a really difficult one. Can you do that? Be careful of the maybe it leads into something. I don't know. I love these super chats. I really do. I really do. Thanks very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hottest chili strength beer you ever had? Oh my goodness me! It's probably a habanero beer I once had, and it's from the big one, Lagunitas. Lagunitas made a bonkers hot habanero beer once. It was crazy.
I would like some of that.
I put them on. Any kind of light will do.
It's just a waste of electricity.
Not liking the new Orange Lion design on Vocation bestseller. One of my favourites. Love and hate. I'm splitting hairs, I know. But the beer has changed so much since the early days. I'm angry. Big Kev. Actually, we're talking about Vacation here. Well, let me go and get a can. Interestingly, Big Kev, somebody, I'll say it was Bingley Brew Club. Bingley Brew Club sent me a can of Vocation. I think it's Love and Hate, but it's called Gold Edition. And I'm wondering whether it's just version 1. Let me go and get it.
€2 super chat from Roy. Drinking triple IPA from, I don't know how you say that, Yulti Brewing. Sorry if I've said that, Roy, but enjoy it, and thank you for sending the super chat. Jay is heading to India in December. We'll get a couple of beers for you to try.
Oh, that'd be
okay with that?
That would be lovely. Oh, Simon Wood with a £10 super chat. Love the Lord's Vice beer and also the new ones Steve has brewed. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I totally agree. I'm drinking it now. What do you think of Lord's Vice beer?
Yeah, it's good.
It is. Simon Wood, thanks very much. We're both drinking it, me and Mel. £10 super chat. Thank you very much for that.
Where did you pour it from?
Just behind your head.
Oh, there.
Right, I'll ask Mel, what's your opinion on this? So, Vocation, Life and Death is one of their first beers. They've got a Life and Death Gold Edition, but they kind of like change, the recipes on some of their beers have changed, there's no doubt about it. Whether I think the ABV is different on this one, it was 7.4% ABV, but whether this is like the OG, the original version. Chili beer we had at Salt Bar in Leeds. That was Lee W. That was mega hot. Right, let me show you. What's your opinion on like a gold edition of?
Stronger, isn't it? That's the whole point of that one.
So this is Life and Death Gold Edition. And I'm just wondering, like, is this the OG? Is this the original recipe? But then again, I'm looking at it and it's like 7.4% ABV. So maybe it's not the original version. Maybe this is some kind of like gold edition. But it should be good. Being Vocation, I do like Vocation. Let's not make any bones about it. Is it make any bones about it? Break any bones? I don't know. That sounds like Jeffrey, don't I? Bitcoin ads at the World Cup. Yeah, absolutely. There's bound to be. We got another super chat. Nigel Morris with a £10 super chat. Tell Paul and Ashley to man up. It's Friday night. Paul, Ashley, man up. It's Friday night. Come on, get your beer down, you. Thanks for the super chat, Nigel. £10. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Joe Biden and Simon Wood having a chat with one another. Accidentally bought double hopped Punk IPA last night. After 4 cans, was out for the count. Double hopped. That's got to be OG Punk IPA, haven't it? Drinking out of the Shoof. Off to Skipton tonight, drinking in North Yorkshire. Some pretty great pubs around there. And plenty of skirt. Cool, right? Enjoy your evening. Have you ever drank anything from Chapter Brewery in Liverpool? Ben, I haven't, unfortunately. I'd like to, though. Budget constraints mean I'll be drinking Lost Lager at 30 cans for £21 next week. God bless Morrison's.
Excuse me a minute.
Are you, were you off?
Just going to check where the dogs are.
I was going to ask politely if I can pour this. No. Right. Where's he gone? Dog's gone. I just got to pour a beer a minute. Let me see if I can do it blind and read comments at the same time. I can actually see, so as long as I'm not pouring beer all over the floor. Was randomly thinking about an OG beer the other day. Think we should start a petition to bring back... Oh, I nearly blocked them in good old James' birthday. Sorry, James. Start a petition to bring back Double Diamond. I remember it back as a kid in 2000. Become one of my favourite beers. Shame it ended. Double Diamond. Oh, you look at this. Look at this. What a lovely Vice beer from John from Lords. It really is. Shipyard box of 10, 440ml for a tenner. I mean, I remember Shipyard when it was like just an American craft beer. It's freezing tonight, so says Rob. We got the heater on. It's quite nice. Connor J is saying your ponytail is looking particularly curly tonight. Why? I can't even see because it's behind my head. Philip Jones, I do think. Where on earth did that comment go? It's gone. I was about to read that, Phil. It's gone. I think it was He'll come back again. Looks like the head on your paws is much better than the paw on the review for that Vice beer. It's just the carbonation's knocked out a little bit, Richard. It's calmed down a bit. Paul Turvey is like a war zone here. Fireworks going crazy. Yeah, I know. It's the 4th. People have got the days wrong. It's meant to be the 5th. It's meant to be tomorrow. I mean, I might buy a box of fireworks for the kids tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. Is it, John Head? Wales versus the All Blacks tomorrow. I don't like to upset myself, so I won't be watching that. Just tried my first Warstein, a 5-litre mini keg, worth every penny. Tony Stagg, I bought that for the Foo Fighters gig in Home Bargains. I paid about £12, £13 for it. It was fabulous. I nearly drank. I woke up with a careful though, because I woke up with a stinger. All right, I was like that. Oh, I had a hangover till lunchtime. I love it though. That's the thing. You love a beer like that so much, you drink the whole blooming keg. You wake up in the morning, you're feeling sorry for yourself. You're like, oh, you know, one of those I'm never drinking again days, you know, that sort of thing. Right, I'm gonna just push a little bit. Can we do 200 likes? 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below for 200 likes. We got 191 likes. We got 9 likes to go. We got 8 likes to go. 8 likes to go. Michelle Flintoff has given us a £10 super chat. Have a drink on me. And Stephen Shovels, absolutely thank you very much for the £10 super chat. And thank you, everybody. I want to thank everybody for the super chats tonight. You guys have been terrific. Absolutely terrific. I went and asked for 200 likes. We've got 210 likes, 212 likes. The likes are still coming through. If you haven't hit the like button and you're wondering what I'm talking about, in the corner of the video, there's a like and it says dislike. A like and the word dislike. If you can hit the like button on the video, it just means the video goes out to more people. We are very close to 300 live viewers. 300 people tuned in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's brilliant. Brilliant. You haven't reviewed any Sheffield Bradfield Brewery yet. I'd love to see your critic on Belgian Blue. That only comes out from November to February. Keep up the great content. Philip Jones, thank you very much, and I'll try and find it. Simon, cheese and beer, crisps and beer, or nuts and beer. For me, crisps every day. Big Kev, did you see the video with the cheese? Do you know when you get like some really kind of like really tasty cheese and you get some really bizarre tasting beer? That blew my mind, Big Kev. That was like... Well, I'm getting like, I'm 43 now, and you know I'm slowing down slowly. I don't want to slow down. I really don't. I'm pushing like crazy still swinging a pick in the garden. I don't want to slow down, but sometimes you get to my age, you start to appreciate the finer things in life. You really do. And the cheese and beer was like buttery, milky goodness in my mouth. It was amazing. But I also love crisps and beer. Don't get me wrong, Big Kev. Geez, I'm getting drunk on a 3.6% beer. It was a hard week. Simon Wood. This is it, mate, isn't it? This is it. You work hard, you work even harder. And then you have a beer and you're like, woof, you know? You worked your nuts off all week and then you have a beer and it's like, bang, oh, you know, and I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, Simon Wood. Right, Ryan McFarlane. Anyone got any ideas on how to convince your missus to let you out for your best mate's birthday next Friday when you're in the bad books for coming home drunk 2 weekends in a row? Ryan McFarlane, I don't know what to say, to be honest. What could you? Maybe if you ask politely, she might say yes. Calamo is saying Wales are going to beat New Zealand and Ireland are going to beat South Africa tomorrow. Be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice. It'll never happen. Be nice though. I remember the good old drinks at Friday after work, one beer and completely drunk. Yeah, Roy Bruling. Yeah. I remember there was a chap, he was like a manager I used to work very briefly in a phone call centre. I worked very briefly in a call centre. And, well, my supervisor used to go to the pub every lunchtime and have a pint. And he asked me to go one day on a Friday, lunchtime, 1 pint, read the newspaper, come back. I joined him. I had 1 pint, lunchtime on a Friday. I come back, I couldn't hit the keyboard. People were ringing me in, like phoning me, can you tell me, I was on the National Rail Inquiries, telling people where to go to get trains. I couldn't do anything. Can you tell me how to get to platform 3 London through the underground, blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, well, I'll give it a go. It was mad. Nigel Morris, £10 super chat, please. Welcome Paul Cox to the Stone Crow. His first night tonight. Where is he then? Where is Paul Cox? Give me a comment. Paul Cox. Send a comment in. Say hello. We'll drink a beer together. This is what it's all about. The Stone Crow virtual pub, where millions of lovely people who like to drink beer come together. I say millions, 266. Thanks very much to the wonderful, where are we, Nigel, for the super chat. We got another super chat, Simon Latham. £5 super chat. Help celebrate my birthday weekend. The Vice beer looks great. Have you had a 360 brewing beers? Local to me, great beers. How can I send you some? Simon, if you send me an email at realaleguide@googlemail.com, that's realaleguide@googlemail.com, we'll chat over there. Thanks very much, really appreciate it. And happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to Simon. We'll celebrate your birthday together. And of course, thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the wonderful kind of coming together and having a chat. And yeah, Underground Bunker. I'm feeling like I need to say Underground Bunker a few times. We need to kind of build this live stream up, don't we? It's a keyword, isn't it? The old Underground Bunker keyword. Let's see if we can get the live stream up past crazy levels again. Wonderful. It really is like bonfire night out there tonight. It's a day early. It's only the 4th. It's the 4th. People are letting them all off. Just got a Hofbrau mini keg myself. Cheers, says Orlando. Rob Hastings says, welcome to Paul Cox. Where is this Paul Cox? Where's his comment? What should be my next beer? A Fuller's ESB or an Old Peculiar? Personally, Ross, I'd say Fuller's ESB. Fuller's ESB, then make your way over to Old Peculiar. I like Old Peculiar, but it's it's a bit of a peculiar one, isn't it? Fat Panda says Underground Bunker. I say, but it's not Fat Panda. Fat Pandalf. Just had a Fuller's ESB for the first time. Was not disappointed. Jack, it's a beautiful beer. Fuller's ESB is a Wonderful beer. Paul Turvey, Underground Bunker. Keyword not working anymore, lol. No, Andrew Rawlingston, no, it doesn't seem to be, does it? Neil Murphy, have you tried the Hertog Jan Bock beer on the Perfect Draft yet? Fantastic beer. I'm going to get as many Perfect Draft... I think I might have done. I think I've had it. Roy is asking me, do I play Call of Duty? I used to. I like Modern Warfare 2. Can anybody remember Modern Warfare 2? One of the levels you were running around the house and someone's garden, and it was brilliant. I used to love that game. Modern Warfare 2, brilliant game. Simon Wood, I had to talk to IT support today. The guy said his name was Zed. I asked, have you got 25 younger brothers and sisters? We couldn't stop laughing. Simon Wood. Brilliant, I love it. Joe Biden's dentures. What is bonfire night? Right. Can you hear? Everyone's letting fireworks off. All over the UK. People are letting fireworks off tonight. Should be tomorrow, November the 5th. Joe Biden, have you heard of Guy Fawkes? Guy Fawkes, he tried to blow up Parliament many, many moons ago. Well, since then, on November the 5th, when they found him with loads of gunpowder underneath the House of Parliament, and they stopped him blowing up Parliament, since then, everybody's let off fireworks in their garden. History, eh? The new Call of Duty is called Modern Warfare 2. Is it, Jason? Is it a remake of the original? I'd like to play that. I have heard of Guy Fawkes. Yeah, Joe Biden. Put it into Wikipedia. Guy Fawkes. Well, everyone this time of year sets off millions of pounds worth of fireworks up in the air. In the middle of a cost of living crisis, according to the BBC. Boxes of fireworks are like 20, 30 pounds, 40 pounds for a box of fireworks. And all you can hear out there, I can just hear money being burnt in the sky. Played any original Counter-Strike on PC back in... Have I played it? No, I haven't, Eric Runland. I've heard of Counter-Strike in the late 90s. Oh, I used to play a game on the... I used to have a Sega Dreamcast back in the day. Sega Dreamcast. I had a Tom Clancy game on that. Pretty good, that was. Hello all from the Drunken Dustman pub shed in East Yorkshire. Steady few beers tonight, and I've not drunk a beer in a month due to hernia operation. On the mend now though. Cheers everyone. Martin Franklin. Martin. Big up you, my friend. Big up you. People must have more money than sense. Jay Arms, yeah, I played Counter-Strike for decades. Richard, yeah. I let the middle class families buy the fireworks and I watched them for free. Biggest waste of money ever. I just you know, it's a bit bonkers, isn't it? It's a bit bonkers. Guy Fawkes, the only person to enter the House of Parliament with honest intentions. Philip James, yeah. They wanted to blow him up then, and they want to blow him up now. Jameer 91, Joe Biden's dentures. I'm very lucky to be 2 hours away from their brewery. My local bottle shop always has. So Joe Biden, Jameer 91 are having a chat. Splinter Cell, though, one Splinter. I love Splinter Cell as well. I played all the Splinter Cells. Call the guard over, and then drag him into the corner. I loved it. Brilliant game. In America, we just shoot guns into the air. Joe Biden's dances, that's it. Rainbow Six, I think it might have been Rainbow Six. It was. Rainbow Six Siege, I think it was. On the Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, if I remember rightly. Great game. Cost of living crisis is just what the BBC are saying. Well, it's all they want to talk about. It's all they want to talk about. Now, if you ever want to hear propaganda, I just ordered a keg of Hawkstall on the Perfect Draft off the back of my review, Adam McVeigh. Now, Mike Barrett, totally understand where you're coming from. But I live in a town that's apparently one of those kind of poverty towns. And all I can hear in this poverty town is literally hundreds of pounds worth of fireworks going up in the air. And it begs the question. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Begs the question. Remember your Dreamcast? No, he said, yeah. What I used to search for? Yeah. Quick 2 for the win with the nostalgia glasses, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Sergio Martin. The big bazookas on the Dreamcast, yeah, absolutely. On dial-up as well, it's to cost a fortune. Just watched the Vice Beer review, looks very, very good. Join me on the dark side, yeah. Very good, really good. Christine is, hi Simon, your commentator read my mind. Just as I got here, was going to say Splinter Cell. Loved executing people with a taser and that lot. Oh, yeah. Christine, what a game. What a game. Chris Martin, the cost of living is really... I don't absolutely, I do not deny it. I do not I believe in it totally. But at the same time, all I can hear is hundreds of, literally, there must be like thousands of pounds an hour being burnt into the sky. I don't get it. I understand that costs of stuff is going up. Food, energy, everything, I totally understand. But what I don't understand is this. The fireworks, constant, there's not any kind of stopping of the fireworks tonight. And they're not cheap. They are not cheap. So although I do understand and I do get the cost of living crisis, I don't understand what's going on in the sky right now. It just baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. Hey, so Paul Cox here. Finally, there he is, Paul Cox. Had 2 cans of Northern Monk Stranic. Only just woken up. Thanks to Nigel Morris for putting me onto it. Wow, Paul Cox. Wow, what a strong beer that is. 2 cans of Stranic. I'd be asleep as well. Folks' priorities are mental. Can hear them popping off in the background. It's a very, very difficult subject, isn't it? So perhaps we'll leave it there. My dad only drank Adams IPA for 30 years, until I bought him Stone the Crow's ESB. He suddenly died the other week. But great he discovered your beer and changed his mind. Cheers. Oh, Neil Smith. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. I'm sorry for your loss. I really am sorry for Neil Smith. I'm sorry for your loss. And I too am. I'm going to join you in saying I'm glad your dad found something decent to drink after Adnams IPA for 30 years. Got the fireworks going off here constantly, but I live in Ascot. A lot of rich toffs in my area, lol. Absolutely. Got my beer advent calendar, says Roy. Spent most of my junior Carter drunk section corporal like to drink. I was running the troop beer can shop, drunk every night and won every race in the morning. Peter Rook, well done, Peter. Bad. Speaking of Christmas beers, this week I picked up the Costco beer advent calendar. Can't wait. Simon just joined. What did I miss? As you are slurring. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, that's all. I'm okay. I'm okay. We used to have a bonfire every year in the local park. Local folks brought their old furniture along, etc. Nowadays we have so much trash getting wasted. We don't don't know what to do with it. No, I mean, Big Kev, I remember them days. I remember bonfires. I remember they were great. I remember the great bonfires all over Barry. All over Barry. There'd be bonfires and amazing things going on. We just don't see it. Communities coming together, lighting bonfires, and I remember them days. They were brilliant. You don't see it anymore. People stopped doing it. Have I done a German doner kebab review yet? No, I haven't, Mike. I haven't. There's a lot of public firework displays in my area tonight, although bonfire night's tomorrow. Adam McVeigh, yeah, I totally agree. It's tomorrow. It should be tomorrow, shouldn't it? Simon, I agree. It seems not everyone is affected the same. Noisy here too. Chris Martin, I mean, I understand everything's going up in price. But, you know, and there's this... You can't turn on the news lately, can you, without them banging on about this stuff. Especially the BBC. And what I can't understand is that there's so much noise in the sky. So much fireworks being set off. It's just like... isn't tomorrow your big fireworks day there? Those folks just couldn't wait, said Slaughter. Yeah. Mel looks like someone who's scared of fireworks. Oh no, Connor, she loves a firework, Mel. I don't think she haven't come back for a beer. I think she's gone gaming. I think she's just gone. Like, oh, I'll be back now, type of thing, and she's gone. But it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Shane O'Donnell. Any update on the bunker? We've covered it. We've had a chat about it earlier on. Right, I got a bedtime shout out. Philip Jones is saying, will I shout out Enid, it's bedtime. Get yourself to the underground park. Totally agree with you. Fireworks are a massive waste of money. I just look out the window and see every other firework being shot up into the sky. I'm drinking a double max in brown ale, says James Burns. Brilliant beer. Can't beat a good bonfire, says Joe Biden's dentures. Sounds like you're in a popcorn machine, says to me and 91. I know. It's absolutely like... I live in a big town. It's a big town here. Why are people exploding money with fireworks rather than drinking money with alcohol? Well, Connor J, yeah, this is the thing. Local pubs empty. Local pubs, there's no one in there. Yeah, everyone's out lighting fire to their money. It's bonkers, isn't it? Pub shuts down. Everyone's sorry. Oh, the pub shut down. Why didn't you go in the pub? Well, I was out sending my money up into the sky on fire. They're letting off all the fireworks tonight because it's due to absolutely chuck it down with rain tomorrow and Sunday. Neil Graham. Ah, right, okay. Loads of dogs going nuts here. Why not wait till tomorrow? Apparently there's rain coming in. There he is. Captain Meets Avengers. Alright, you beautiful boozing beauties. The only dry day is today. Neil Graham. The weather, yeah, the weather's against us. Mike Whitefield prefers the virtual pub. Says fireworks are an excuse to get people around and have a drink. Hi from Jess and Dougie in Dublin. Hello, Dougie and Jess in Dublin. How you doing? Martin Franklin. Everything going up in price, but chin up is Friday. It's beer o'clock, Martin. Absolutely, beer o'clock. Yeah. Nigel Morris with a £20 super chat. Nigel Morris with a £20 super chat. I'm keeping Paul Cox relevant all night tonight, so he knows how important the Stone Crow is. Can please shout out for Paul? Nigel Morris with a £20 super chat is asking everybody, can they give Paul a shout out? give Paul a shout out for the £20 super chat from Nigel. Cheers, everybody. We are 1 like away. There we are. Here they come. Connor's saying Paul Cox. Everybody's talking about Paul, which is great. We are 1 like away from 250 likes. 1 like away from 250 likes. My plans for the weekend are relax. Absolutely relax. Thumbs up for Timothy Taylor's beer, says Mike Bartlett. Simon, I'm not a fan of the BBC either, but the shopping house and bills are creeping up. I agree that they should shut up and stop encouraging it. Well, yeah, exactly. Joe Biden says Paul Cox is in. Roy says Paul. Joe says Paul. Philip says lol. Cheers, Simon. She loved it. Oh, yeah, the shout out, the bedtime shout out, yeah. Come on, give Paul a shout out, everybody. Give Paul a shout out. Drinking Vocation Mint Imperial Stout on your recommendation and munching on some tasty cheese. Cheers, Simon. DGB7 JJ, brilliant, thank you. V for Vendetta was a great movie. Remember the 5th. Remember the 5th. Oh yeah. The poor incoming weather means more fireworks tonight than would otherwise have been. Yeah. Steve says either my chat's invisible or I'm being ignored, or this channel is a click, or all three. For that reason, I'm out. Enjoy, people. Steve, awfully sorry if your chat's been ignored. I don't think your chat's been ignored. It's just I'm trying to catch so much of the chat. I mentioned this earlier. If I miss chats, if I miss everything that's going on, I do apologise. I apologise in advance. There's so much to catch up on. The funny thing is, and I'm going to say this, I don't mind. The funny thing is, there's no sound crew over there, or there's no editors over there, or there's no people with scripts, what to say next. And there's no people to kind of tell me the time, or there's no people to, have a pee for me, or there's no people to kind of jump in while I have a pee. This live stream is run by me and me alone. And I apologise. I sincerely apologise if I miss some people's comments. I am doing my best on my own. And that's simply it. I don't have any clicks. I don't have any kind of favoritism. I don't have anything really. I try to read as many comments as I possibly can. I am standing in this conservatory all on my own. It's just me. My apologies. Simon, what's your favourite beer memory or story? My favourite beer story? I don't know. Loads of people saying, hello Paul, how's it going? My favourite beer story of all time. Well, it's the ones where I get blind drunk, isn't it? It's the ones that I'm like... I've been thinking with a little bit of nostalgia about the time I used to buy 4 lagers for £2. And I used to drink them in my front room, listening to music in the afternoon. And then I'd go to the pub after, and I'd have 1 or 2 pints in the pub. But I used to drink the 4 beers for £2 because I was blooming skint. I was absolutely skint. I had when I first bought the house, look back with nostalgia, put some music on, put a CD on, drink 4 cans of little lager for £2, and then go to the pub. I used to do that on a Thursday night, or drink the beer Thursday afternoon, and then go out Thursday night and have a few pints. That was my my beer nostalgia moments. I've always kind of I'll have 1 or 2 friends, but I'll never I'm not one to have a million friends. I'm not one to have more than 1 or 2 friends, really. I'm like a one-man band, if you like. I've always been a one-man band. I've always kind of liked my own company. Just life's experiences, I suppose. When there's more than a few people like talking to me, I'm like, oh man, oh, no, stop, I can't do it. I simply, I get stuck. So yeah, I've always been a bit of a loner, but I'm fine being a bit of a loner. I'm fine with it, absolutely fine with it. I'm kind of used to it, you know. Hello from Sussex. I am on the Fuller's Black Cab Stout, a nice autumn beer, says Lee Edwards. If I've missed comments, then I do apologise. Guys, which beers would you like to see come back? I say Colt 45, Schlitzel or Michelob. Michelob, yeah, remember Michelob? Simon, do you get hangovers much, or do you manage to avoid them? Simon Manton for Prime Minister. I try my very best to avoid hangovers these days. I hit a certain point in the morning and I stop drinking. Hello. I read that one. Have I missed another? Oh, blimey heck, man. Please do not apologise. I have had many messages missed because I know you are busy. You are the room, I am the guest. Simon Wood, I mean, thank you very much. It's really, I'm going through here. I've missed one from Smith City Product Reviews. I missed Jack Bandit. I missed Connors, Arfon, PVA, Cesar. I'll read that one. Cheers from San Francisco, Si. I'm having a cheeky beer while working from home today. Went to Brooklyn Brewery in New York the other weekend. You'd have loved it. Oh, I would have loved that, absolutely. Are we talking about from that particular person? Because, it's very difficult to grab all of the comments. It really is. What I do, have I ever told you how it works? So, with my finger on my phone, I get to scroll through. And if there's a load of comments, and I can see there's loads of comments underneath, it's just an instinctive thing. I'll just go with my finger, and I'll go down to the latest comments, and I'll miss a load of comments. And it's otherwise, you will never catch up. You'll never catch up to all the comments. There's so many. There's 252 people watching. And there's so many different comments coming through. You all, Matt and the Stone Crow. We are generally happy that you have joined us tonight. Have a beer. Exactly. Joe Biden's dentures. Yeah, absolutely. As we grow in life, so we realise what a SMA cog we are in the wheel of life. A small cog in the wheel of life. Absolutely. Don't worry, you missed most of my comments, Mike Barrett. I do apologise for all the comments missed. I do try. Joe Biden's dentures, what a legend. There we go. I got that one. Nice and easy. Eric Grunland is talking to Lee Edwards. Do you know, at this point, I don't think my wife's coming back. She just kind of upped and kind of she did a Fred Dibner, didn't she, where she went, I ran up pretty enough, and it's just up and left. So I'm going to drink her probably very stale beer. I do this a lot. And it's probably one of the most frustrating things for me. I like a drink. And I do the drinking for me and my wife. She's just not really... I've tried for years. To get her to have a real good drink. But she does sometimes, but not really. She's proud to put her headphones on and play her PlayStation 5. Which, whatever, innit? Whatever. We're all different. We're all... I can't do it anymore. I try my best. I put that Elden Ring on my Xbox Tower gaming system thing, whatever it is. I don't even know the name of the damn thing anymore. Xbox whatever. There's so many of the damn things. Xbox whatever. I put Elden Ring on, and I do 20 minutes, and I'm thinking, and in my head I'm could I be doing something better with my time? Because I'm one of these people now. I'm so far ingrained in getting this YouTube channel off the ground that I'm like constantly working. I'm like constantly like do 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 do. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine, smoke coming out the top of my head type of thing. You know, I can't sit and anyway. I'm getting more pleasure standing here talking to you guys with a beer than I would if I was sitting in my front room playing on my Xbox. Do you guys understand me? I'd rather be standing here enjoying a beer with you guys than sitting there playing on my Xbox. It just doesn't bother me anymore. And in my teens, I'd spend 8 hours a day gaming. 8 hours straight. Gaming. I'm not bothered now. Same, my mister prefers the Irish, which is fine. But sometimes I'd love to share a beer with her. Oh, I see. I really want the virtual pub to be a relaxing experience for you as much as it is us. Skip comments, have a laugh, and keep Mel happy. Jack Bandit, absolutely. That Thomas the Tank impression was mint. Thank you very much, Andrew. The pom-poms finally on the floor for the Stadia site. Yeah, Big Kev, yeah. I didn't have time to play it anyway. I would say the channel is well off the ground, mate. Paul Turvey. Yeah, no, I agree. I still put plenty of hours in. Looking for stuff. The biggest part of my day is looking for interesting things to review. And trying in my mind. Right, so let me tell you how my day starts. Or let me tell you how my weekend is. Because by the weekend, I've finished my week's reviews. And I'll look back over the week with a fine-tooth comb. And I'll look at what worked and what didn't work. And I'll go over it again. And again. And again. And I will go, right, this is the direction I need to take the channel. Every week I'm making these decisions. So, pubs, bars and towns. Massive success. That's where I want to kind of focus. Perfect draft kegs. I've neglected my perfect draft, but I've been so busy. Big F and again. Chili stuff. Chili stuff always kind of works on the channel. I'll just kind of like. There's no point in flying blind, is there? There's no point in flying blind on YouTube. So some channels, they have like instant success, and then they have this instant success, and then they don't know what to do with it. They're like, they don't know what to do with the viewership. They don't know what to do with the people watching their channel, and then you watch the channel like, and that's no fault of their own. It's just they've had one flaming great big video, and then they don't know why it was successful or why it worked or why people were watching. And I think to grow a YouTube channel and be successful, you need to look backwards. You need to look back at your content that it was doing really well and ask yourself why it was doing well. And then how can I make a video again that was doing well to do well again. Does that make sense? Mel, this is bound to happen. You went away looking for you're still looking for that damn dog. Mel's been looking for that dog for 45 minutes. Right?
There's not food down here.
Don't say. Don't.
Who?
No, I mean.
Farted.
How wonderful. We have an old dog. Did you find him? Mal's found the dog. So, 5 minutes, or literally 2 minutes ago, I poured your beer into my beer because I didn't think you were coming back.
I'm just wondering what you got me to drink today.
Prosecco. Jeremy Clarkson's Hawkstone Lager.
It is you. You stink. Who?
I'm going to get some
Yeah,
comments.
that's
Coming in and... Mel,
What?
come here a minute. Come here. No, we know. We know.
I'm going to get my thing, but I haven't got a glass to put it in because you smashed it.
What thing?
Taste it. My Prosecco.
Mel's going to get a Prosecco. Right. We all thought you'd gone gaming.
Why?
Because you were so long. Come on. Come and
Should I get Prosecco or not?
Yeah. Mel's getting a Prosecco.
What is it you said you can't sit down? Can't sit down that long a day?
Andrew Rawlinson says, will you get the crisps as well, Mel?
I think, what did you watch yesterday? It's like 3 things you can bring up.
Daniel Bell, yeah, absolutely. What's that smell? I know. What? No.
Why did you say, what's that smell then? You had a big fart and they're all in on it. Honestly, it stinks. I can't smell it now. It's because I used
Don't
to
you
it.
face that thing at me. She got a bottle of Prosecco. She's taking the cage off in my face. Do not know.
Why are you talking absolute crap?
She's trying to Jeffrey me. What's his name? Jeffrey. She's trying to Jeffrey me.
Your dad?
Get that on it. Don't face that thing at me. Honestly.
Do you want to do it? Because you're clearly a fanny.
I'd rather do it. Don't face
Carry
that
on,
thing at
I'm
me.
actually going to face it at you.
Yeah, you can bounce off the wall and hit me in the face. We're in a small room.
Should I shake it first?
Don't.
You have to do it outside. I'm too scared of them. I can't do it.
Why are you pointing this thing at me?
Oh my god, Simon. When did you grow into a pussy?
Oh, look at me. Did you hear that? It's enough to blow your head off. God, good grief.
I've got a phone down there. I don't even know where it is. Oh my god, I might fall asleep though. That's the thing.
Do I have a blade? Oh, we had a super chat. Where did it go? Graham Johnson, £4.49. Graham, thanks for reviewing McJuicy, Simon. Loved the review. Graham, my pleasure. It was amazing. Right, come in. Mel's in. There she is.
God,
So Mel's got a bottle of
I've
Prosecco.
been sat upstairs. You've been like blabbering all this time.
What else am I
Don't let
gonna
any
do?
of these people get a word in edgeways.
Someone left, you know.
I'm not surprised.
someone left
I
when-
left too.
Someone left because I didn't read their comment. I was devastated.
Oh god, yeah. Didn't you bang on about that as well? Oh,
Well, I'm just explaining.
was
It's
he
just
banging on? Were you like,
me, myself, and I, like standing here, like trying to
oh, you love it.
run a ride.
Don't pretend you don't.
As he really does, Chris Martin. Graham, very generous. Oh yeah, Graham, thanks very much, Graham Johnson, for the £4.49 super chat. Really, thank you very much.
Oh, excuse me. I just need to sit on this one.
Milwaukee shout out. Oh god. Clown Spocket says, hi Mel, how we doing?
Hello.
Twist the bottle, not the cork. James Murray. Just
Is that
home from
true?
work and cracked open a ghost ship. Cheers. My favourite style of bock would be Weizenbock.
Not the cork.
Simon, be a legend and give me and my dear wife Thomasin a shout out. Lots of love from Doncaster in Yorkshire. Rico and Thomasin.
Doncaster.
Yeah, it's a big shout out for you. There's a big shout out for you. might have attempted to murder.
Oh, it tastes like sick.
Does it?
You know when you've had too much and it comes out your nose? That's all I can think of.
Oh, look at all these
Too
wonderful,
old for that now.
wonderful comments from Nala.
Graham, though, it's true.
That's true.
You've been funny.
I don't like things like that. Go bang. It's just marketing. Cheap bottle of pop with a cork in the end. Makes a banging noise. People think they're all blooming. Oh, this.
I'm knackered. I'm sorry if I go to bed early, 'cause I might fall asleep.
What do you mean?
Are you boring me? Oh, what's this about the Foo Fighters? Joe Biden's dentures. I'm not even going to repeat that. Hello, Christine. Nice to see you. I'm going to burp. Yeah. So what did the person say? I'm going.
It wasn't much. He just said, "You haven't read my comment. I'm going." And I thought, well,
And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I could hear you going on forever.
you're playing your game.
I
with
was
your
like, I'm
headphones
not
on.
coming back down. If it carries on like that. Because
Where did you go?
It's like click
Where did you
line
go?
and sinker in it with you.
Yeah, but where did you go in
Just
the
went
first place?
upstairs
You went upstairs.
to think, what should I drink? I was gonna go and get some wine. I was like
Oh.
contemplating going to get some nice wine because I was disappointed because you didn't buy me nice wine today. I bought you chocolate yesterday.
Look at this.
Your dad and mum bought me that.
I was in the. This is my conundrum.
There's no such thing. You just couldn't be bothered.
I was in Lidl.
You bought yourself some shitty shelves.
I bought myself some metal shelves today in Lidl.
Oh, Ava, this is from Primark. I'm obsessed with Stitch since we got back from Disneyland. Obsessed. I've been obsessed with Lilo and Stitch for years. I've got a cat called Lilo. But I kind of... I'm going to get my onesie on in a minute. You like that? Stitch onesie.
Stitch onesie. No,
Anyway, go on. What were you going to say?
I can't remember. What was I talking about?
Banging on about some rubbish.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know.
I can't even
Some
remember.
old stuff.
What was I talking
Hashtag
about?
Bell Mouth some wine. Buy
Oh,
some wine.
that was it. I was in Lidl. I was walking down the aisle in Lidl. And I thought to myself,
This is Lidl Prosecco, by the way. Christine.
It's a Vino Spunkamunko.
Brilliant. Like they're all saying about the Foo Fighters now. Hope it's good things. Oh my god! Neil was at the Wembley tribute. Oh, did you cry? I cried. Didn't I cry?
Amazing different musicians. It was brilliant. It really was brilliant. I had a keg of Warsteiner that night here in the bar.
I had a nice bottle of wine. Probably bought it myself.
Bloody headache the next day that was, wasn't it? Headache.
Oh.
Anyway.
The only thing is about Prosecco, it sends my asthma a little bit funny. It's got too much preservatives in it.
Oh, decent.
Oh, I wish. You didn't buy me any. Oh, pardon.
That's been on fire. Yeah.
I like Hole actually. Hole's a good band.
So, how has everybody's weeks been? The last week, have you all been fine? Have you all been dandy? Have you all been busy? Have you all been kind of like, where's Trav? Where's Trav? Is Trav in yet? It's got to be 25 to 10.
Hello, Kat. Nice to see you as well. I don't know where my phone is. Is that there?
I like the Foo Fighters. I just understand the reality of their place next to the band.
Honest truth, Joe Biden's dentures. I was too young.
I bought the one where the baby was in the water.
I was only 10 in 1994.
I loved it. It's brilliant. Simon, review the Prosecco, no. My goodness me, no. I've been ignoring the news. How long have you both been together and how did you meet? Rico. We've been together forever. We met in a pub. 13, no, Molly's 13.
Molly's 15, Simon.
Holy crap. Like 17 years? Oh my goodness me. 17 years? Really? 17 years? Oh my God, where did time go? Where did all that time go?
Wait there.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Oh my God, I shouldn't drink that stuff. It's a bit too sweet, this one. It's supposed to be extra dry.
Right. Here's a question. What snacks have you all got?
Oh, I bought some snacks home for you.
What have you got?
Some vinegar peanuts.
For me?
Mm.
I'll review them.
Actually, no, because you didn't buy me wine.
Right. Honestly.
Paul, it was watch me win this quiz. Simon never wins quizzes without me.
No snacks. Albert's got a pizza. Salted pretzels for Jack. Dutch dried sausage for Roy. Branson peanuts. Oh, Branson peanuts. Have you tried them? Oh, amazing.
No.
Amazing, Isaac. What's your go-to snack with a beer? Ava. Branson peanuts.
Crisps. Ava, salt and vinegar crisps.
Olivia Viz, please have a
Terrible.
shot or down a beer.
I love them
Not
so
beer.
much. And then I look like a potato.
Christine's got a Cadbury festive friend box. Yeah, remember them?
No.
They're like the oh, I'm missing those.
Selection box.
Selection box, yeah.
Oh
Christine's
my God,
got a
it
selection
is
box.
my- Oh my God.
Can't fault it.
It's Prosecco.
Cat Boo melts on the wine. Jaffa cakes. Oh, do you like
Blur.
Jaffa cakes? Classic chatter line. Who remembers Blur vs Oasis? Oh God, yeah. Another magazine load of rubbish. I have peanuts as a snack. Joe Biden. I am a quiz writer. Bring it on, Simon. Perfect snack is a burger. Yes. No time for snacks. Just drinking. Says Ross. Bush Tucker. Oh yeah. That'll be.
We
good
wrote
old...
the hardest quiz, didn't we, in the lockdown, Simon?
Oh yeah.
When
yeah.
I say we.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Branson pickle mayonnaise? Oh, really? Oh, Branson pickle mayonnaise. Oh. Mackey's sea salt crisp and garlic dip. I bought some Bebop. I bought Mackey's pickled onion flavoured crisps.
Are they to review?
No.
Are they for me?
Yeah. Pickled onion.
I don't know if I like the Mackey's potato though.
Oh, they're amazing. I love the Mackey's potato.
One of my
yeah,
questions on the quiz that I made was
they're not for
which Cromwell worked with
Well done,
Henry
Christine.
VIII. It was like tumbleweed.
Right.
And
Ava, Mel's favourites are the Aldi Stackers, but
they
they've
are
got to
really
be
good.
salt and vinegars.
Salt and vinegars.
They got to be the salt and vinegars.
Salt vinegar. Remember the extra crunchy by Walker's? Extra crunchy salt and vinegar.
You know,
They don't make them anymore.
it's absolutely incredible that we have this comment coming through. I know exactly who this person is. They put a comment through earlier on, and they put another comment in now, and it's completely obvious who All About the Views is. It's completely obvious to me, and you know, rather sad. Goodbye. Honey roasted cashews unloaded. Let's have a quiz night. Mike Ballard. Oh, quiz night.
It's been done though, those, haven't it?
Yeah, it's been done. Really sad. Whispers and Peanuts, M&S, Farina. Whispers and Peanuts. Oh, I love them. KP Flame Grilled Nuts, half price in Sainsbury's. KP Flame Grilled Nuts. Brilliant. Isaac, they are unreleased at the moment, but I know that Cathedral City are releasing those cheddar cheese Branson bites for the oven. So Cathedral City have a range in Iceland. Remember the broccoli cheese thing I did, and the sprouts thing. Well, that's kind of Iceland's cathedral city's kind of go-to thing. Once knew a lad who liked dipping frazzles into his beer.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't dip anything in anything.
Simon's having popcorn as a snack.
Things get soggy when you do that.
Sensations lime and coriander poppadoms.
Never tried them.
Simon, what year did the Titanic sink? I bet now knows. 1929.
No. It's 1912.
That was it, 1912. I said 1912, didn't I? I said 1912. What makes the Weiss beer? Is it the yeast? Snyder Weiss have the same status since the 19th century. John Head, yeah. Basically,
Schneider Weiss is amazing beers.
Weiss beer yeast is all to do with the yeast. It's that kind of banana-y, clovey, yeasty brilliantness. Felix, well, I might have done in my younger days.
A party. Like
Rico.
even 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Simon made the ripe old age mistake of which I thought we all knew about. It's one or the other, right? You don't drink loads and then, you know, you don't do the two together because what happens, dear?
You go all green and fall in a chair.
You pull a whitey.
Pull a whitey. I pulled a whitey.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh.
I really wasn't well.
No, it was quite funny though, wasn't it? It
I
was
really
funny. It was
wasn't.
really, really funny.
I really wasn't well.
Anyway, we shouldn't talk about that. Why are we talking about that?
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about that. I was in UK for the first time last week and landed in a few pubs only serving Sam Smith's for a lager. How would you rate Taddy Porter? Matt, brilliant beers. Absolutely brilliant beers. Back on Fridays, I see. Bravo and cheers, says Kevin. Thomas says pub. Thomas says pub. Mr. Views, what's up, mate? Oh, time for a top-up. Vocation, life and death. This is Simon. Simon, get yourself up to Scotland for a future episode of the Out and About series. Simon Martin for Prime Minister. I'm in discussions with a few people. I'm in discussions with John from Lords. I'm in discussions with Rob from Hopscene. And I'm in discussions with my lovely wife, Mel, because I'm going to do the North. I'm definitely going to do the North.
Do the North.
But I want to do York at the same time. And Mel loves York. Mel would love Leeds. Mel would love Manchester. She's got this damn job. Yeah.
American style or English style IPA? I prefer American style actually, rather than English.
Do you know, English or American style IPA, I reckon I could do with both.
Oh, pardon me.
A combination of English malt and American hops and yeast. So a hybrid British IPA with UK malt, American hops, American yeast. Pretty perfect, wouldn't it? Nice balance. But if I was pushed, American IPA. Yeah, Christine, yeah, pushed, yeah, American style IPA. Let's get off the fence. Should we get off the fence?
I think it would be really boring if I did York because I'd probably just go on a historic tour rather than a beer tour, if I'm honest.
Why didn't we go around the walls, the city walls? We never went. It was like
it was December.
It was freezing. Yeah.
It was about 8 degrees colder than here, though, wasn't it? We were like, do. No,
got off the train and went like that. I put the wrong shoes on.
It was beautiful.
I looked down. I had these horrible. I don't even know where they are now. My wedding shoes. Were
your horrible wedding shoes.
No, but they were so thin on the bottom.
Why the
they
hell
were like
would you be
freezing.
wearing those?
And then we went in a Green King pub. They didn't even have the
anyway.
bloody eating on. It was
because
horrible.
the boiler had broken.
Oh, it was
But
horrible.
it had mulled wine, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I was okay.
Chester has a wall. Does it? Chester has a wall and with a visit. Oh, does it? You
God, I haven't been to Chester for years. Well, since I was a child.
Am I wearing my pink shorts? It's winter, so I think you will be wearing jeans. I am,
He's got
Big
the
Kev.
jeans on now.
Big Kev. Let's see how elasticated I am. Yes! Look, they're jeans! Big Kev, that's as high as I can go these days. That's my jeans.
Tim's in his heels tonight.
Jack Parry, been a member for 22 months. Mel would have been great to have in Bath, very historical, significant city. Well, interestingly enough, I went to Bath a year previous with Mel, and it seemed like a completely different city. And I think most cities are the same.
Oh shit! I wasn't watching because you
You're
made
all
me
right.
wonder what on earth you're on about.
Most cities are the same. You can do two things in a city.
So is
You
it
can be
because I did
civilised.
the posh stuff? I mean, we had prosecco in the Roman bar.
Yeah, we went to the Roman baths and it was amazing, loads of history. That was amazing.
Just a little bit of history.
And then I went with Arthur Daly and it seemed like a completely different city. Like I was in a different place. Because all of the pubs were kind of in different
Simon
areas
takes
of
Arthur
Bath.
Daly out for more meals together than you do me, don't you?
Arthur Daly's a top guy. He is a
Didn't
top.
say he wasn't, but he's obviously higher in your expectations.
He's
Or no, estimations.
he's right.
I
He's
didn't
a
get a meal.
really good beer historian.
When do we last go out for a meal?
Anniversary.
Before that, anniversary is like, you know, obligatory.
We have Chinese every Saturday night.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have Chinese every Saturday night. Why do we have Chinese every Saturday night?
Because you like it.
It's not to do with me. I don't like Chinese.
Warpig's Brewing has a lager called Salmon Pants. Arthur Daly, has you got a mind at all?
Yeah, we
Christy?
don't know what his real name is, do we?
James. His real name is James. James Daly. He's a lovely bloke. He's a lovely
Do
bloke.
you call him James or do you call him Arthur?
Arthur. I call him Arthur. Everyone calls Arthur Daly. Seems like the Stone Crow pub alternates between Thursdays and Fridays now. Eric Grunland.
Depends what's happening.
From now on.
As long as nothing comes up, because he says that, but it was you had to go to the Moore thing last weekend.
Yeah. But I'm not going to arrange anything. I am not going to arrange anything now between now and Christmas at least on a Friday. My mistake was I arranged for the More Beer launch on a Friday where I should have said, can we do it on a Thursday? So that was my mistake. But from now until Christmas, we will be the Stone Crow Virtual Pub on a Friday. On a Friday. What's an Irish goodbye? I have no idea what an Irish goodbye is.
Oh, pardon me.
Have you had many tattoos, Mel? Andrew?
Yeah, I've got a fair few. Oh, Bebop, Mel, what's your favourite Foo Fighters song? Oh my gosh, my favourite. Hey Johnny Park. I always come back to that one. My favourite song.
Oh, there's so many.
But
Do you
I
know-
love them all.
Hello, Steve Harris. How you doing, mate? Do you know what I like a greatest hits album?
No, you don't.
I
like
do.
Foo Fighters.
I like a greatest hits album that you can put their very best songs on, sit back and enjoy them. Because there's so much you can do. Do you know what the problem with streaming, and I've realised this with a record player, is you put a record on, you sit back and you listen to the record. This day and age, everyone's fighting to, oh, can you put this on, can you put that on, you're all arguing, all fighting, flipping over songs, flipping on your iTunes or your Spotify, and it's all arguing, I don't like this song.
The
put this.
vinyls are really
like-
good because it's getting back to. But
Just
you're saying
sitting
that,
back.
This is my argument. Why are you saying that?
No, but I get it now. I get the argument, that whole like
Or a CD.
family party or
CDs
friends
are quite cool as well now.
arguing over like what song to put on.
Yeah, but I don't think we should get the record player out when your family hears.
Put a record on, let the record play, sit back and
Oh, I don't want
relax.
to touch it.
No, but I've been buying Bang & Olufsen, retro Bang & Olufsen stuff. I think I've told you guys.
for like 40 quid and then breaking them, haven't you? Gluing speaker bits together and hope they'll
Oh
work.
God, yeah. I got a brand new turntable.
Oh, nice.
Can't wait. Found my own vinyl collection and had the urge to play it
Yeah,
all
it's
again.
amazing. So we bought a brand new turntable for our anniversary. Where I went with Audio Technica. It's lush, I love it.
Pouring a beer. Can you get the comments while I pour a beer, man?
Put on some Led Zeppelin, says Joe Biden Centres. My favourite Foo Fighters song, I Learn to Fly, Walking After You and Best of You. They're all really good songs, Captain Meats. Really, really good. Learn to Fly, Walking After You is one of my first ever Foo Fighter memory songs. Best of You, when I went to the gig in 2018 in London, as everyone was leaving, this mass exodus on the streets of London, and they're all singing that song. I'll never forget it. Makes my skin go goosebumpy. I wonder what you were doing then. Amazing. At what point, this from Big Kev, does an individual get a face tattoo and what is their thinking? Do you know what? There's lots of women who have face tattoos and you don't know about it. They have their eyebrows tattooed on. And there's a word for it and I can't think what it's called.
Eyebrow tattoo.
No,
And on
it's
that
not.
note, I'm going for a wee.
Can you get my phone? It's in there somewhere. Any plans to go to Newcastle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Durham. I really want to go to Durham. It's a historical
So,
place, Durham.
Eric, it is, I think right now is the time for CDs because they're cool. They've got loads of album artwork on them. They normally have little booklets in them, but they're really cheap at the moment. Oh, microblading, that's the word, thank you. So yes, I think CDs are about to become really popular again. And I know, well, I don't know it, but I think it's a thing because so Molly is 15 and she's really into Taylor Swift right now. She's never been into Taylor Swift before because she's been a little bit too poppy for Molly's liking of late, before. But of late, she's kind of singing what she wants to sing, and her vinyl and CD sales are phenomenal. And there's 4 of them, so it's all the same album, but you can get 4 different CD versions of it. Yeah, so I think CDs are about to make a return. Christine, I know. I've never had that done because mine are way too bushy anyway. Stuart thinks I need my haircut. I think I do as well. I agree, actually. Oh, has this finally stopped? I like bonfire night, but you got to be out enjoying bonfire night to actually like it. Apart from the cathedral in Durham, Newcastle would be much better visit. Joe Biden's got a huge collection of vinyl. I haven't. I've only got a small box so far. I bought the Hyam album, Women in Music Part 3, a couple of weeks ago, and that is a really good album on vinyl, really, really good. I'm glad I bought it. But you buy one, then you want another one. I'm like, what should I get? And it's like, it's like anything, isn't it? It's like any hobby. It's like with my fish tanks and everything. I'm always thinking, how can I improve this? But I do like it. Christine, I've got, excuse me, I've got weird hair and it takes forever to grow once I have it cut. So always just get wash and blow dry at the salon. Oh, that's nice though. It's nice to pamper yourself every now and then. Captain Meets Adventures, we mustn't talk about that because that was absolutely heartbreaking. Bebop, Mel, what's the best gig you've ever been to? Okay, this is a bit controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. I took Molly, who's 15, to see Billie Eilish this year. We went to the O2 and it was amazing. I'm not going to lie. It just blew me away. As somebody who can sing every note perfectly, I was just like, this is unbelievable. So yeah, that was my favourite.
Warmer out here than the house now.
Mel, what do you think of Simon's hair? Honestly, I started to hate it. Oh God, pardon me. That's really embarrassing. But I can't imagine it being any other way now. Just be a bit weird.
Thank you, appreciate that. Only because, well,
Because he's going to get it chopped off next week probably. Captain Meat's best gig was either Paul McCartney in 1990 or U2 in 1992. Andrew, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
how many litres are left in the keg? Oh,
Irish-
God.
Irish craft beer guy says your hair really suits you.
Alan Mead, yeah. Thank you, Alan Mead. It just pulls everything off my face backwards. If I had a shaven head right now, it wouldn't look too different, would it? It wouldn't look too... Apart from the... I tell you what I'd like to do, cut the sideburns off.
You can't cut them off with long hair. You just look really weird.
I know.
You look like a girl like me.
Look like Neil Warnock.
What? Does he cut his beard, his sideburns off?
Yeah. Cuts it all off. Neil Warnock cuts all his hair off up to here.
That's probably a wig.
Yeah. Shh.
Oh, why are you saying that? Yeah, I think so. I think it is long.
How many units do you have a week? Oh, Daniel, more than the doctor suggests is probably.
I don't. I have, how many's on this one? 7.9.
7.9.
And that's if I drink it all.
She will drink it all.
I won't drink it all.
Have I told you my story of my new best mate? You know what I
Big
can
Kev.
say, but no eyebrows. Big Kev. I love Neil Warnock. He's my favourite man in the world.
It doesn't
He's my
have
hero.
eyebrows.
He's my hero. Best football manager ever. All this tippy-tappy stuff. You know, I watched Swansea there. I turned it off.
It's mad though,
I
'cause
turned it off.
when the rugby players hoof it up the field, you say, oh, what load of rubbish. What are
Right.
you doing that for?
I put Swansea on Tuesday night. Hello, Ava. How you doing? And
Ava.
there was
Units the government and beer companies, units are their way of taxing them, basically. Yeah,
Of course it is,
I
of course
agree,
it is.
Captain Meat's mention.
yeah. So I put a football game on Tuesday night. Swansea versus someone I can't bloody remember now.
Boring.
Preston North End versus Swansea, and Preston took the lead. And I kid you not, a minute to go, with half time approaching, Swansea were knocking it about the back four. You know, the defence, they were knocking the ball back with no urgency whatsoever, knocking the ball back along the back four with 1 minute to go in the first half. Your Neil Warnocks would be, get that flaming pigskin into that penalty area as fast as you can with a minute to go, so we can go in at least, or try and go in 1-1 at half time. The Swansea players, they were 1-0 down, 1-0 down, yay, knocking the ball around the back of the defence. I don't understand it, and it frustrates the hell out of me. It frustrates the living day. Like I want to turn football off now. I want to turn football off because I don't know why the defenders and the goalkeepers are having their own private game of football in the back half of the pitch when you're 1-0 down. It's beyond me, it's beyond my thinking, and to be honest with you, I'm not really that bothered anymore. Get it up the pitch, throw the ball in the box, get some deep ball, get the corners in, fire, torpedo, get that ball, get that pigskin flying through the air. And, you know...
I think it's a bladder. But anyway, I thought you just said the opposite to that.
Just fed up. Just fed up of football at the moment. I'm
Yes,
really
rubbish.
fed up. Really fed up. I turn it off. I can't watch it. I can't watch this so-called new world style of playing football. I think it's rubbish. They didn't want to go in 2-0 down. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Have some balls over there, have some balls. Well, it's more than that. I don't think it's the way of playing football. All this Guardiola type playing football. Neil Warnock, get it up there. 8 promotions. Neil Warnock, 8 promotions. Bang that ball in the box. Simon Brooks, it does. Makes you feel fed up. I'm more or less finished with
They
football
might
now.
have to do something different though, don't they? Because, you know, it comes out every year.
I've seen this.
I'm so glad you're saying this, Simon, because does this mean we don't have to watch the World Cup?
I like, do you know?
It's fine. We don't have to put it on.
Do you know what I like about the
Suits
World
me.
Cup?
No, because you don't like the new world football. We won't be watching it.
I like watching the bizarre
It
games.
won't be on. Well, like Japan in the rugby.
Exactly,
That
Mike.
was
Get it up
really
there.
good.
Flipping
The
get
Rugby
it in the
World
box.
Cup when Japan nearly, they were doing really well. That was really good.
Exactly.
But that wasn't football, that was rugby.
I like the bizarre first round matches in the World Cup. I'll sit down and watch Iran.
No, he doesn't want to watch that. He doesn't want to watch Wales either. He just doesn't want to watch this tippy-tappy new world football, so it's fine.
Exactly. Get your foot in.
We
Get
don't
your
have to
foot in.
watch
Back. Get your take the back legs out. I like watching the bizarre, like Iran versus Jamaica matches in the World Cup. I like watching the most bizarre football games, like Japan.
What time will it be on?
Japan versus the
It's
Isle
in,
of
like,
Wight. You know, that type of thing.
Where is it? It's in like Bahrain or something, isn't it?
Qatar.
Yeah, so what time are they going to be playing?
Probably midnight for us. We're now a third world country, so it doesn't matter anymore.
No, our own police force is having to go over there to look after the English hooligans.
Don't say British, not English. Don't say.
I don't know of Welsh hooligans
Don't
though.
generalise.
Do they get hooligan-y? The Wales ones? You never see them in the news doing it. They probably do
If
though.
drinking become illegal in the UK, everybody would leave. Hello, Craig McCormack. How are you doing, Craig
Do
McCormack?
you think England might win?
They might do.
I don't reckon. If it was the ladies, they would.
They might do. The Welsh. do you know? I say like the bizarre matches. Do you know? I say like the bizarre matches, like Iran versus Jamaica. There's gonna be somebody sitting in Chile. Let's just use Chile for argument's sake. Watching Wales versus
They always get hard ones. The Czech Republic.
yeah, like Wales, Brazil, like Wales
Yeah.
versus, and everyone's like there's millions of people in Chile going, where's Wales? Where is that little country?
What about the Netherlands? They might do well.
Yeah, so it's that kind of like, I like watching the bizarre football matches in the World Cup. When it gets to like the semi-finals, Italy versus Netherlands, I don't watch. I turn it off. It's like tippy-tappy,
Shut up.
tippy-tappy,
That is
tippy-tappy.
such rubbish. I've never heard such rubbish in my life. I turn it off. Can I get that in writing?
I turn it off.
Go and get a piece of paper
I
and
didn't even
tell
watch
me
it.
that you're not going to watch them.
I'd
That's
rather watch.
rubbish.
I'd rather watch
Oh my
Iran.
God. Look.
Iran versus Jamaica in the World Cup. It's just, I like watching the bizarre stuff.
So we're not watching any of the Welsh games then? And especially if they get through to the finals, we won't be watching that 'cause we don't like them.
Craig McCormack, who is Scottish, is saying Wales is a small country in Great England land. I love it. Yeah. Yes, Captain, I agree with you. Simon Collins. It's just, I like the fun aspect of the World Cup because
Oh, this is such nonsense.
it's passion.
Don't listen to him, he's lying.
The real passion.
Oh my God.
The real passion is the first round
I'm going to
matches.
send secret
When
Twitters,
Iran is
tweets
playing
of every
Cameroon.
football game that he's
And they're all
watching,
like,
and you can see he's
Yeah,
talking
we're gonna win.
nonsense.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Gus to elbow.
But you know, by the time we get to Italy versus the Netherlands, they both expect to win, and they both like. It's just both like when they lose.
Well, I think that whenever
Gaza.
Same thing.
Oh, what Gaza? Gaza in a World Cup. Absolutely brilliant. I was slightly too young. I was sent to bed. I remember my parents cheering on England. Like,
Sent to bed in the 90s?
yeah,
He was born in
99.
1979.
I'm still sent to bloody bed. I was watching on my black and white telly in the bedroom.
Wow.
Jack Parry, are they not? Italy are not in the World Cup. Well, I don't even know. This is the thing. If you asked me 10 years ago, and this is the same for gaming, I mentioned it earlier, something shifted in my mind. Something's changed in my
You've
mind.
been playing at Disney Dreamlight every night this week.
The what?
Disney Dreamlight.
What's Disney Dreamlight?
You know that game you've been playing?
What? What game?
It's like Animal Crossing.
Honestly, I'd rather... Anyway, something has fundamentally changed in my brain. I don't really game anymore. I don't really like football anymore. What am I going to do with my life now? I don't like...
You watch cheaply made documentaries on YouTube. That's what you do.
It's not cheaply made.
Yes, they are.
It's like me. It's people
Yes.
like me with no...
Okay.
No, I don't like that.
What's your budget per video?
£100.
That's rubbish. It's whatever the beer costs.
No,
so that
sorry.
is rubbish.
No, sorry. Sorry. My budget for the travel videos, you know, when I go to Swindon,
No,
Swindon
that's not what
or
we're talking about.
Salisbury, my budget is £100. So it's cheaply made, as Mal, it's cheaply made. But,
So basically, you
I
just...
love it.
All you want to do is...
work.
No, because you're watching stuff. Like, what was it you watched yesterday?
Yes, I watched
Walt
yesterday.
Disney.
I watched the rise of Walt Disney
How
on
long was it
YouTube.
on for?
20 minutes.
Bloody hell, 20 minutes is...
Do you know that man lost his shoes? That man, Walt Disney, I watched this yesterday, it's fresh in my mind. He didn't even have enough money when his company went bankrupt to buy his shoes back from the cobblers. He walked around homeless with no shoes. Walt Disney. And I got that from YouTube.
Yeah, you can probably look it
YouTube.
up on Wikipedia as well.
YouTube is a fantastic place for anything you want to watch and learn these days, including beer. But
And anything, any misinformation you want, you can pretty much look into it all. Can't
you can learn to dig underground bunkers.
So what you want to do is watch. You don't want to constructively move through something.
Well, it is constructive. If I'm building an underground bunker,
If you're sat there watching...
I love watching stuff on YouTube. Because you watched it on YouTube, it's definitely true. But
Absolutely. That is true.
well, it is that great.
Are you
But
sure it wasn't that film called Happiness with Will Smith in it? You sure it
Oh,
wasn't
when
that?
he was trying to sell his ice cream machines or whatever they were.
And he had
air
no shoes
conditioning.
on and he was walking around with his son.
Air conditioning. He was trying
That was
to.
sad.
Yeah, that was a true story. Happiness. It was a good film, that with Will Smith. It's that kind of thing. Life is like that, though, isn't it? Life is like that. The people who
It's like a box of chocolates.
like-
you never know what you're gonna get.
well, he just.
That wasn't Will Smith. That was somebody else.
No. But
But people watch anything on YouTube, right? Talking about you.
Mal's trying to kill my YouTube channel.
Oh, I've got sore elbows. Oh. Shouldn't talk anymore because it just sounds bad.
So I've watched this week, because you watch one video and then you watch another one. I've watched the rise of McDonald's. I've watched the rise of Burger King, the rise of Disney.
I see
Disney.
a pattern.
The rise of Disney.
It's really boring.
And I see, and I hope, of course I hope. Who doesn't hope in life? If you give up hope, then what's the point? I see,
Thank you, Christina. I'll check that out.
I've come up with an idea. But please don't share my idea. No, my idea is top secret.
No, let's not. Please
No.
don't embarrass me. I can't
It's
deal with
top
that.
secret. It's top secret.
You stink.
Of what?
Martin. No. It's your bum.
I've had a shower.
Stinky
It's top secret. I got a top secret idea.
It's the worst idea in the world.
It's going to make
ever.
millions. It's going to make millions.
It's not.
Millions. Millions of pounds.
It already exists everywhere.
Do you know, can I tell you, I want to stand here and tell you how many people thought I was mad for standing in front of a camera drinking beer for YouTube. I would need 1 million sets of fingers for the people who were like, you do what? Or ha ha ha. I met 1 million of those people along the way, and I'm getting rather upset now. I met 1 million of those people who were like, you are not gonna make it. You are not gonna make it. You are not gonna make it. You are not going to make it. I've got another idea, and I think it's going to do really well. But I'm not going to share it because it's my idea, and I'm gonna buy a load of land.
No, we're not. We're just gonna dig holes in our garden.
I'm going to make a load of land. Always puzzled me why cobblers and key cutters become a successful business. Timson in supermarkets, how did they survive through the situation? Well,
Did
exactly.
they though? Because they're always empty. Because you go to your old-fashioned one that sat there
Prove
on
I'm
the high
wrong,
street for
Catherine,
years and years and years.
Can I invest?
Timson's always empty.
Can I invest in this, Simon? Absolutely. I will be looking for investors. It will take an awful lot of investment, but I'm pretty sure this thing has never been done before, and it will become
and
a
it's done
unique.
in every city of the world. It's not anything new.
Do not say any more.
No, but it's not anything new. So, how can you make it any special? How can you make it different?
53 North. Well, something like that. But I've evolved it in my mind.
Yeah, but you haven't because it already exists. I don't get it.
Christine is. Yeah, people think you're weird if you don't do the usual 9 to 5 job. Maybe they're jealous. They don't think of doing it. Well, we have different minds, don't we? That's the thing. I think, no. Well, yeah. Go on, Dragon's Den. No, I don't stand in front of them. They'd never understand me. They're not really intelligent enough.
Simon's not good with numbers, so that would never ever work.
They're not intelligent enough. They're just like, oh, I've heard of them before on social media, I'll invest. It's all pre-enacted. These people are not that clever, honestly.
Big Kev, did you know shoes that are made today by modern companies aren't meant, you can't get them resold and whatever at Cobblers anyway? Which is really sad because things used to last better, didn't they?
Jack Parry says, if you write a business plan for this summer, I may invest. Or it's a great
Simon doesn't know
idea.
how to do business plans.
It's a great idea.
It isn't.
It's all up here.
Honestly, it's not a great idea.
Trust
Why don't
me.
you just tell them?
No, because someone will steal it.
Steal what?
My idea.
But it already exists.
It doesn't exist.
It does.
Promise you.
How doesn't it? I don't understand how you think that it's not already there. Every night in cities is exactly that. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it.
Never mind. I can't say anymore, and you're getting very close to slipping my idea out. So I don't want anyone knowing about this until we're in the final stages. I'd love to get someone like Barclays, HSBC, some of the big companies.
Just like to get a loan.
No, investors. Some of these offshore people. I think this could be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I really do. Ponytails on taxi, says Big Kev. Yeah, get Jack to write the business plan and I'll invest. Awesome. It's honestly, it's a bit it's a bit like, so Walt Disney went bust 3 times. Walt Disney went bust 3 times, and he was laughed at most of his life. If you think about Disney now, what Disney is now, it's a completely different beast of people. I wouldn't even have imagined that people ever laughed at Walt Disney, ever. His father laughed at him. His father said, "You'll never make money with your pictures, with your little stupid pictures." And then he hit him with a leather belt. Can you imagine that? I'm not being hit with a leather belt. I'm being kind of like, it's a great idea what I have. It's never been thought about, it's never been done. It's about investment. It's about, I need a massive thing of land. Like Disneyland type size of land. But it's an idea.
Simon, because you're going to let it slip.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's a big idea. You can imagine the idea. One place where all of us lovers go. Getting close now to slipping it, ain't I? Aunt Mimi laughed at John Lennon too. Well, this is the thing. So
Who's
many people.
Aunt Mimi?
Probably his auntie. Probably John Lennon's auntie. Jack Parry saying you're being side-eyed by Malfi and Madness. Max used to pass. Time for some vocation, life and death, says Hazy Hayes. Disney Plus Captain going. Well, Captain Meets Adventure as well. Well, yeah. The Norwegians are here. Jan Egils. Ulberg. Hello, Jan. How you doing? Simon's plan. There's a range of non-pastry sours. Ricks and millions. Yes, exactly that. Don't put any stupid fruit in my beer. Don't try and say a stupid Bacardi Breezer is a bloody sour beer. Exactly. I'm going to make my millions doing that. Craig McCormack. I love it. Brilliant. I love it. Happy Friday, everybody. How are you today? I'm feeling good and chilling with leather pants on and drinking my own Sahi at 13%, and it's so smooth. I bet it is. A nudist pub. A gay bar, says Kieran. I got the munchies. Norway's in the Stone Crows, says Joe Biden's dentures. Hedonism theme park. Lonesome Town. Oh, James. Oh, we got a teetotaler in. We got a teetotaler in.
What does it even mean? I don't know what that means.
Lonesome Town.
How do you know that means?
Well, kind of like alcoholics being loners, alcoholics drinking alone, that sort of kind of
sure?
Yeah, Lonesome Town. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, got that straight away. Yeah, I've read. Yeah, the Fred Dibner themed pub. I think Simon's plan is that it's just loads of pubs.
Jack, you couldn't be further from the truth.
Jack, honestly, it's even better than that. Jack, you're close. Jack, you're very close. But
See?
It's even better. Even better. It's a brilliant plan. It's a really brilliant plan. And I need everybody to trust me. And I need the banks. I need like someone like Richard Branson to go, oh my God, why hasn't anybody thought this before? But how do you talk to...
I don't see how they don't think of it every single...
How do you talk to somebody like that without them just taking your plan and stealing it and taking it away and doing it themselves?
But it already exists.
That's my problem. It doesn't.
Yeah, it does though.
It doesn't.
It does. It does
doesn't.
though.
It doesn't.
It does. Because you get on a train and you go to wherever you want and then you've got many choices. I don't get it. have to pay to get in anywhere.
But there's a focal point. There's a social media account. There's a website. There's like, how many cities have a website advertising their beer bars? None. You can't go
Visit
to
Yorkshire does actually.
you can't go to
'Cause
Cardiff.
I remember when we went to York, they were.
Cardiff City
there.
Council and go, right, okay, where do I go to drink this specific beer? You don't. I'm getting very close to giving this whole thing up. And I don't want to give it up because I think
But
it's a
don't
bloody
you
great
like
idea.
talk to people like this whole channel is based on that though? Surely, your videos that you're doing at the moment is telling people that.
Right, I've been around the world. I've drunk beer all over the world, like Walt Disney went
In Australia.
and yeah, that's just slightly derogative.
Why? People like apps. You go on to what's that app called where you log your beer?
But yeah,
What's it called? You go on there and you can see, you know where to go. If we go to Mallorca, we always check there, where can we find this good bar? Where's the best bar to drink this beer? Where's the best bar to drink that beer? It's
and then you have to
there.
walk miles. You have to walk miles and miles and miles to each place.
Do you? Is that what you're doing in your things? Untapped, yeah. You go onto Untapped and you can see.
It's a great idea.
Do you think genuinely, like tonight, you've had? Why don't you go on to something else now? A different beer.
The thing is, Jack Parry says Simon sees himself as a 21st century Walt Disney. Walt Disney had an idea, he had a plan, and he went bankrupt 3 times, and he wore no shoes, and he was homeless, and then
Those parks weren't his idea, were they?
they were his idea.
No, I mean they weren't the original idea. He had to produce something bigger first. The parks come after all of his cartoons.
Like Snow White.
Yeah.
So anyway, my point is that I've travelled the world drinking in some of the most amazing pubs and breweries in the world and beer halls in the world. And I've got an idea for something where you don't have to jump on an aeroplane to go to drink an experience. What Walt Disney offers is an experience. You walk in one part of a place of Disneyland and you get
Stop it now.
an experience. I'm almost giving her up now. I'm almost giving her up. But I'm at the point now where... So my knowledge of travelling around and drinking loads of beers in different countries... I'm probably giving her up already, haven't I? But can you imagine all of that in one place? Can you imagine going to one small place there and then walking across the road and then you're in a different country? You're in a whole different world, you're eating pretzels and you're drinking Weiss beer. And then you get to go on a roller coaster. And the point is, none of it's expensive. None of it's like...
How do you make it not expensive?
Nobody's pulling your pants down.
Jurassic beer.
Nobody's pulling your pants down.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
Nobody's asking you to pay £7 or £8 a pint. You're
So
trying...
how do you do that? How do you make that the case when, to do all of that, it costs money. Everything costs money. To import all these beers from all over the place. That's not cheap.
Teleportation.
We just use the Flu Network.
Yeah. Water down the beer, says Christine.
We should start importing and exporting stuff. That's where the money is, especially now. Yeah, Matt. It's a good idea. Wow,
12 pints a pint in Wells. Wow. Well, that's just knocked that whole thing on the head, haven't it? Simon, I think you should start doing a beer festival next year.
Yeah, that would be more like it.
Beer lovers, the works of the world, are shareholders. Yeah. Hey Tony, how's it going? Oh, good week.
Wait there a minute.
Ross says God loves a trier.
Pardon me.
A beer microchip in brain, making everything taste like beer. James Rogers.
Yeah, you just put it on your phone, get the app, and then decide where it is you want to drink on that day. That's what it tastes of. That's a good idea. That's like something out of Black Mirror, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Thoughts on Tatleys? Imagine a amusement park full of UKPI. Well, I don't think it would be that. I don't think it would be that because there would be a certain amount of sophistication. And the sophistication would be that you were one of those people. Like, I'm standing here now.
You've forgotten what it's like to work with the public, Simon.
I'm standing here now after drinking 8,000...
I've paid this amount of money to be here.
Yeah. No, but I'm standing here now after drinking 8,500 beers. And I've never really been that uncivilized in my life. I'm one of these people who want to try things. And I think there's enough people in the world who want to try different beers that they may want to kind of visit what I want to build. And yeah, that would be a cracking idea, I think. A cracking idea. If you want to drink 8 pints of Carling, get drunk, throw a brick through a window of your local pub, you're going to do that. Whether you're...
No, it's not like that though. When people are paying things for something, they expect a lot. All the time.
Yeah. It won't be 8 pints of Carling. It won't be 12 pints of Foster's.
Somebody invests 40 quid, they expect £60 worth of good stuff. That's what people are like. Not everyone's like that, but there's always one or two.
Hello from Rotherham. Hello, Rotherham. How we doing, Hardy? So, where are you all from? What are you drinking? Where are you all from? What are you all drinking? Comment in the comments box below. Would love to see Simon in some totally random bar in Chile, Vietnam, Alaska, South Korea. I've never been outside my home country in my life, but wish I was an explorer every day. Big Kev, do you mind me asking you a personal question? I hope you don't mind me asking you a personal question. Why can't you be an explorer? Why can't you go and visit these places and see some of the world? Nothing's stopping you, man. Honestly. Do you know what somebody told me? Somebody told me, and Mel knows him because he goes in with his brother and knows the hell out of these people in the pharmacy. He said, you only get to go round once. There's no practice runs. There's no trial periods. You get to go round once. So again, Big Kev, we're all going round this earth once.
One of mine?
One of yours, yeah, one of yours.
One of mine that's
the
stuck
ones
here
that's
and
shouted,
then
2
one
old,
anywhere.
60-year-old, my dad's
God,
been
yeah.
rugby player man.
No.
He says there's
That's
no
funny.
practice. He'll say, I've seen it.
He'll say it, but he don't. He
There's no
preaches it.
There's no practice runs. There's no practice runs in life. You don't get a second chance. We all only go round once. Come on, Big Kev. Big Kev, do
Simon,
it, man.
I think you should stop that.
Well,
You don't know circumstance.
That's how I'm
it
just.
never works.
I
Well,
understand.
one way that works fine for somebody, but not everyone.
I totally understand. And I'm only giving Big Kev what's going on in my mind. We're only getting older. We're getting older and older and older. And one day we'll be in the earth and someone will throw some soil over us and that'll be us gone. So I'm only saying to Big Kev, if you can, if you have the ability, not ability, the chance to go and visit the world, go and do it, man. Go and do it. Do it. That'd be amazing. I'd love to see photos from Big Kev from like all these wonderful places. Because totally cool, and I mean that to everybody else as well. Whoever's watching the channel, who have desires to go and visit wonderful places, go and do it, man. Scott's been drinking a Warsteiner in Sheffield, have a Westmalle triple and Duval cooking away in the fridge. Well done, Kev. Croydon drinking Northern Monk. Simon, you're halfway there, mate. You are your own boss now. Not working for some bloody company. As a number. Dream big. Go for it, son. Paul Turvey. Thank you. Had a point of Romania last week's ago. Was looking at Dracula Castle. Is that where Romania? Is that where Dracula is? Is that right?
Yeah.
Hello from Fort Lauderdale, FL. Is that Florida? Drinking a Sherlin Curler Doppelbock. Cheers, everybody. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? Stella Unfiltered in Wigan. One day we will all be memories, and our children and our children's children will be doing what they were doing. What we were thinking. Yeah, well, yeah.
Jack Parry, got loads of plans for visits to visit places next year. Just annoying only having 4 weeks holiday in a year. I know it's rubbish, but we have money now, so I'm in a fortunate position to go travelling in Europe.
Jack
Nice
Parry, do
Enjoy.
it. Do it.
Joe Biden says Dracula was a real guy, Romanian Prince Vlad Tepes.
Was he?
Tony says he's just seen that we're live. Welcome along, Tony. Enjoy. Chris, you're right, Simon. I recently worked out that I see my dad only 3 or 4 times a year. He's 68. The living age in this country is around 80. So I might only see my dad 36 more times ever. Mind blowing. It is, that's mad.
I mean, if you kind of turn
Easy.
that, if you think about that with yourself, you're only going to see your dad another 2 times. No,
I know.
it is bonkers. It is bonkers.
Hello, Sermo.
Hello, Sermo. I think that's Sermo Steps. I think YouTube channel.
Matthew, enjoy.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed you're reviewing a lot of cans lately. Would love to see you review some Belgian beers.
Who was that boy?
Oh, Simon, I could go away for your whole burp then.
Yellow panty hats. Yeah, I
Like the
need to. I
pizza.
need to kind of review more bottled beer.
Always red. Always a red. Sorry, apologies. I missed a lot of tonight. What keg are you on? And Mel, what you on? Glass of red? No, not tonight. I'm on some Prosecco. And it's making me really burpy. Good to see you though. Oh, what's that? Drinking Dark Side Blink 182 inspired beer. Why haven't we got that?
Where is it?
Caramel stout. What? Bloody good stuff. I want that. Blink 182 is wicked band.
They were
Touring,
good.
aren't they? They're touring again.
I
All
like
back
that.
together.
Yeah.
All back together.
Oh, the France kind of, we had that last year. Then it's back out, you know.
What? And what do you mean back out?
It's only out once a year on the perfect track.
Yeah, but isn't it the same as what you had last year?
Yeah, but it was amazing. It was the best vice beer.
It was a really good vice beer.
6%.
But what do you mean it's back out? They only do it, why? For Oktoberfest?
It's just out once a year. But it's out on the perfect... I had it in my basket and I was like, couldn't pay for it at the time. Because you got to buy so many to get delivery.
You wanted that instead.
I love it. I love the adverts.
Well, I know which beer I'd prefer.
Yeah, but it's for the channel. It's for the channel.
Would you do like 2022 version?
Oh, maybe. Raising a glass of Orkney Dark Island. The Simon and Mel. Cheers. Gary, what a beer that is. I've had Dark Island Reserve. That was just mesmerisingly good beer. Right. No comment on that one because I don't know if that's happening to S43. Again, slightly controversial stuff coming through.
Is this true?
I know I'm drunk, but I'm not stupid. Thoughts on time being taken over by...
I can't see that happening at the moment.
No. I mean, Yeah. You're the one who got into craft. Yes.
Got me into craft.
Me into craft. Oh, thank you very much. Yellow party hats. Awesome. Hope you enjoy the beer.
I always get a yellow party hat actually at Christmas. I reckon at race shows there's more yellow party hats out there than there is other colours.
It's 100% happening. What was that? Let me go back. S43. What I will say, S43.
Is this true by Tiny Rebel? Where, like, I haven't heard of this, but I haven't looked.
I'm not really bothered by a Tiny Rebel. It's like, but I'm more interested in S43. And I'll be honest with you, if you are who you are, all about the views, which I'm pretty sure you are who you are, and I'm pretty sure in the future we could probably have a chat at a beer festival, knock heads together, and just get on with life, because life's too short. If I think you are who you really are, then S43, based in Durham, being bought out. I don't know. I don't know. All I can say is that I've had some wonderful beers.
I didn't see anything with that.
I've had some wonderful beers from S43. I live more or less the opposite end of the country. So I don't really know. I can't really comment. All I will say is that the beers I've had from S43 have been absolutely pucker. They've been absolutely fabulous. PVA Cesar, the US $10 super chat.
Caesar.
By a PVA Cesar.
No, it's Caesar.
Cesar. I say Cesar. Caesar. PVA Caesar. Right. Buy a pint on me, mate. Cheers for all the streams and reviews. Thank you so very much.
Cheers. Thank you. Really kind.
Right. I'm going to ask Mel a question. And the question I got to Mel is, what have you noticed about and I've spoken about this last week, so it's all out in the open. You know that the US dollar is really strong at the moment. What have you noticed about the 10 US dollars that we get now compared to the 10 US dollars that we had 2 years ago?
I've never noticed. I've never looked, so I don't know.
Right, so I mentioned it last week, and I will mention it again. When, say, somebody like PVA Caesar or Joe Biden's dentures, say they pledged $10
dollars,
we would get £5 because of the strong pound. Now, it equates to $10 gets us £10.
No way.
It does.
No way.
It does.
Does it really?
It does, because I'm watching our little secret thing that goes on in the corner there, which, you know, we never talk about. 1 for 1. 1 for 1.
No, that's never happened in like a long time.
It's more or
I
less
would
the same.
say that the dollar was really weak against the pound.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. So, although the pound is down really bad, it's not as strong as it was. So, if somebody in America gives us a super chat, it's more or less the same as a pound. And I mentioned this last week. It's quite kind of like bonkers, really. But going back, and I think that maybe me and this person, maybe we can break some bread, and maybe we can kind of like put all of our troubles behind us here, because I'm willing to talk about it. They're not being bought out but sold off by the company that own them. Crying shame. All about the views. Newcastle Beer Festival in April 2023. Simon, usually in the university. Great few days. Newcastle. Have you been up? I've never been the northeast. Have you ever done the northeast in your life? I'd love to go up to the northeast, because years ago you used to be able to get a ferry from Newcastle up to Bergen, which was just across the water, and it was just fantastic. So this is worth £5. So yes. So it was 17, now it's 21.
Yeah.
17 and 21 is 5. Joe Biden's dentures, thank you very much for
17
the $5.
It's 22.
Yeah, 17 and 21.
So it's not quite, but it is
17,
very close.
21, 47 is like 50 cents short
Yeah,
of being
that's mad.
1-on-1. So thank you, Joe Biden's dentures, for the absolutely terrific
Wow,
$5 super chat.
Yeah.
So as it turns out, for us YouTubers, if you get $1 super chat, it works out that £1.
It's near enough, yeah.
Whereas before, when we had a strong pound, if we had a $5 super chat, it would have been £2.50. So although there's a lot of bemoaning of the weak pound, it kind of works for us a little bit. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Kieran, Mel, will Simon do meet and greets? He does meet and greets all the time. If you manage to go to a festival that Simon's at.
Yeah,
We should do a beer festival next year.
we should
Can we
do
do
a
like
beer
a
festival.
proper meet and greet? That'd be quite cool.
A proper meet and greet. Can I be honest with you? And I've had a drink.
I think it means the pound is weak. The pound is weak. But you mustn't talk about it because it makes the pound weaker.
Michael Richards, $8.99. Thank you very
Hey!
much for the super chat.
You know how much that is worth?
£8.99.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Thank you very much, Michael Richards, for the £8.99
thank
super
you.
chat.
Thank you.
Natalie, I've not criticised Brewdog in probably 2 years. It's been a long time since I
You
actually...
haven't drunk one of their beers since then, that's why.
I don't care. I really don't care about Brewdog anymore, so I don't criticise.
They don't make any decent beer anymore.
What product would you associate the most in regards to shrinkification? The wagon wheel or the curly whirly? No, none of those things.
Curly Whirly.
No. Let me get always a red super chat, and Mel will back me up on this because I've always banged on about
I know what it is.
Yep.
I know what it is. They're triangles.
Yeah. Always a red, £5 super chat. Have a great weekend, everybody, in the Stone Crow community. Cheers.
Cheers.
Always a red. Thanks
you,
very
Red.
much
Too kind.
for the £5 super chat. Right. There was a time when I first met Mel that you could get a 300-gram bag of Doritos.
I don't remember because I was too young.
You were with me when we first started eating Doritos together. You could buy a 300-gram bag.
I probably didn't like
They
them
were
at the time,
that
so
big.
I didn't pay that much attention, I reckon.
Right.
So I didn't like Doritos, did I?
No.
You were a Dorito boy.
I was the Doritos boy. Best beer reviewer, best beer review channel on the YouTube. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Paul Turvey. Thank you very much.
Paul.
£10 super chat.
I hope
Really
you watch
appreciate
my
it.
videos. Obviously you do if you think I'm the best.
Brilliant. So, when I first met Mel and we first started eating crisps together in the night, we could buy, or I could buy, Mel didn't like them, a 300-gram bag of Doritos for £1. Over
And
the
I
years,
would buy a bag of Twiglets, and I can't remember the weight, but I remember that they were tangy flavour, and you can't buy them at all anymore.
you can't buy them at all
You
either.
should just be grateful.
Tangy Twiglets. Anybody remember Tangy Twiglets? Anyway, they went from 300 grams, 250, 200 grams, 180 grams.
180.
180 grams. And then they went 180 grams, they were £1 a bag, then they went 125,
You can get
£1.50, £2 a bag!
so
£2 a bag
Yeah.
for a bag of 180 gram Doritos.
Isn't it like 80
Disgusting.
gram now for a pound? 80 gram now. You can buy those little bigger grab bags, but they're like
Yeah,
this big compared to what they were for a pound.
we're not ancient people. We are not ancient people. We have not been around a million years. When our kids were young, like only 15 years ago, and I'll say this again, you could buy a 300-gram bag of Doritos that would last me 3 days for £1. £2 a bag, Stone the Crows. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. I know we've gone out, like...
But they say it's relative, don't they? And our pound is worth that £1.
Well, we were asking about
It's
shrinkification.
not worth what it was.
The curly whirly is my default. Yeah,
Yeah,
curly
absolutely.
whirly. Yeah.
And the Freddos going up in price. Like, remember when they were 10p?
Bigger than a school
You
ruler
could buy a
back in the
Freddo
day.
for 10p.
It's
How much is a
10p.
Freddo now?
My default,
They're
whenever
like
the topic
30
comes up.
pence.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, they might be 50p, and then I'll be really fuming.
So Big Kev, curly whirly. My curly whirly is the Doritos.
How much is a Freddo these days?
Doritos.
It is inflation, and we've seen massive things. Always red. What's a Freddo? Don't know what a Freddo is. Let me get my
Freddo.
Google.
So, my question to you guys is, young or old, have you experienced shrinkification? Have you had a product, crisps, nuts, snacks, whatever?
That's a Freddo. 10p. How much is it? 30p.
10p Freddo? 30p. Anyway, do you guys have your own version of a shrinkification product where yeah, you would buy something like at a certain price or a certain size, and then it went boop, 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 or it went in price, it went boop, 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 boop. I'm glad the beers aren't getting smaller. Well, they can they really? In a can. Same as a pint of milk. The thing is, and this is the thing, a pint of milk is £1. Everybody knows in the UK that a pint of milk is £1. It's been £1 forever. They can't mess around with a pint of milk because a pint of milk is a pint of milk. And that's the thing with grammage. That's the thing with 300 grams or 200 grams or 100 grams. People don't really kind of understand that. People know a pint of milk, and that's why they moved away from pints and all these other kind of simple things to understand for the simple person. They moved away from that because if you go, a pint is 265.575 grams, then your average person on the street is not really going to collect that in their mind. They're not going to care about that. But for the average person, they want to buy a pint of milk, or sorry, a litre of milk, and they want to pay £1 for it. A pint of milk, a gallon of milk, whatever. I get to Martin Franklin, what is the music you go to when you've had a few? I'm Guns N' Roses. Oh, I'm a bit of Prodigy. Prodigy, David Bowie, yeah, that sort of thing. Going for a wee.
It's called and I was calling the cat. Oh, excuse me. Breweries have raised the cost of their beer $2 in six pack across the board in the past year. To be fair, I think the cost of producing such stuff at the moment, especially here in the UK with current energy costs, costs a lot more than it did this time last year to make anything, which is nuts. It is crazy, and let's not get started on there. Luminance, and I don't reckon he will know. I really don't. Time for a thirsty ferret from Mike. Enjoy. You can hear Annabelle calling the cat who went out on bonfire night. Mal asked Sai if he would leave for the... He probably... asked Sai if he would leave you for your millions and unlimited beer and he's not allowed to smile. I wonder if he would, Kieran. He'd say no. Oh. I bet hop prices are going up as well, Paul. Hops that are grown in the UK will be going up, won't they? Because they'll be charging more now to get them going. No, now it's not. Sorry. Hi, I love your stream. It just reminds me how I love British people. I left Cambridgeshire 11 years ago and still miss it. I wish you all the best. Na Zdrovi, and I know I've said that wrong. Hey Savario, how you doing? Hi Mel, have a fun weekend, thank you. Michael, what are you drinking, Mel? I've got Prosecco, and it's not the nicest Prosecco I've had, but it's alright. It's okay. It's not bad. Show us your curly whirly. Oh, I wish I had a curly whirly. I haven't had a curly whirly for years. Curly whirlies. It's proper like 80s kid that, innit? Although you can still buy them. You can still get them. God, curly whirly. I thought it said macaroni. I do enjoy beer, macaroni, I do. I like a good beer, but I don't always drink beer. Tonight I didn't fancy a beer tonight, so got Prosecco. I like a couple of beers followed by a glass of wine.
Glass of Prosecco in this case, yeah.
Yeah, today Prosecco.
We just need to shave off the cork to get it back in for tomorrow.
No, you just put a spoon in there, and apparently that does the same thing. I don't know how though. I think it's a bit of an old wives' tale, but I'll do it and tell myself it worked. DL, I did, yes. It wasn't so much, we did Disneyland. It was more of family time and seeing family that we haven't seen
great.
in ages. So
Yeah, great.
it was more than just what was there for us, because we were seeing little, my little niece and nephew as well, and my sisters, which I don't get to see very often because they live halfway across the world. Right, Kieran asked a question for you, Simon, and you have to answer. You have to answer, you know, the truth. He says, would you leave Mel for if you won the Euro Millions? No. Would you leave Mel for the Euro Millions and unlimited beer, but you can't smile
No.
if you did?
No. I wouldn't. No.
There you go.
I wouldn't need mad if I could smile. Euro Millions and unlimited beer. Well, yeah. I won't give you the truth of it, but Fraser Buchanan, £2 super chat for Mel to buy a few Freddos.
Oh, thank
£2
you.
super chat. Thank you so very much
I can buy
for the super chat.
6 and a bit. Thank you.
If it was 10p, you could buy 20.
Yeah, but it's not 10p.
Isn't that amazing?
But then when it was 10p, I was about 11.
You had pocket money though, didn't you?
Yeah, and I would get, with my £1, I'd have £1 pocket money.
Yeah.
And I'd get...
10 Freddos, that's
That's
good.
mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That £1 must have been a £5's
But-
worth of pocket money. My mum gave me a
but-
£5's worth of pocket
Your
money,
mum
and I
was-
spent it on Freddos. I
Your
bet
mum
she's
was
like,
probably like earning £3 an hour.
Yeah.
or something,
my mum was probably like, what the fuck are you buying Freddos for?
Drinking a 6 litre of, I missed that, drinking a 6 litre of Low and Brow on the Perfect Draft.
Oh,
I'm waving from Dublin. What a beer, Low and Brow on the Perfect Draft. Brilliant beer. Brilliant beer. Mel, how are you going the demolition derby on the backyard? And when will you blow out the TNT?
I don't go out
For
there
the
anymore
frustration.
because
Too
it
much
makes
work.
my shoes dirty.
Good God, big sandwich time. Trav's watching. Honestly,
Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. Do you think I was going to be quiet?
I thought it was going to be a quiet one, but it wasn't. The point is, you can go in your front room,
Oh my.
like I've done for years. Like for years and years and years.
Oh my
I've
God.
I've lifted weights.
More tea. It's a good job of no smoking in the Stone Crow. Always around. Oh, for God's sake.
Set fire to the-
I said, didn't I? Didn't I say when I come back? It smells like poo. Simon the Ripper. Stop it.
You can lift weights in your front room. I have done for years. I've lifted weights in my front room for years and years and years, the last 22 years.
Now it's made your bumhole loose.
Yeah, and now it's made that loose. But I'm going
Oh, I
to...
thought that's genuinely where you were going.
No. Instead of pointlessly lifting weights, I'm lifting earth out of my garden. Unwanted earth that shouldn't be there in the first place. So I'm transferring my energy, my
Oh yeah,
mental
I
energy.
see where you're going now.
I'm transferring my mental energy from lifting weights to lifting unwanted earth.
See,
in my
you
garden.
shouldn't talk about farts and lifting weights, Simon, because I thought you were on about something entirely different.
Beans, yeah. Storm Simon.
Yeah.
How many days do you lift weights a week? I used to lift weights 3 times a week, and now I dig in the garden 5 days. 5 days
Big
a week.
Kev, as much as
Pick,
Mel is disgusted,
shovels,
she always smiles.
Buckets.
Nothing funnier than wind from the back passage. It's an icebreaker. Big Kev, yeah, we were taught to laugh. We always were, not the other way around. We
Yeah.
weren't taught to go, pretend it didn't happen. We were like,
Exactly.
And then,
Have a laugh. Have a laugh. Farts and waste.
so funny. Once I was working
Then you
and
went to farts.
this old man was stood in the corner and he's farting really loud. And my boss at the time, she thought it was somebody's phone. So she was going, I was dying. I was absolutely dying because it was this poor bloke who was probably shitting himself in the corner. Oh, yeah, so terrible. Oh, you know,
Absolutely.
people think I'm posh and I'm not posh.
Wow.
Everyone loves a fart story, don't they?
Yeah. Totally. So, Mel, could you have a tour of the work on the back garden?
No.
No, Mel's not, you know, Mel puts a washing out in the summer in the garden and that's about it. Mel's got no, like...
We had lovely barbecues, had
Mel
friends
doesn't
over,
want
we had family barbecues, everything.
outside
This year we've had
kitchens.
nothing because we don't have a garden. We have a mud pile. So, what we do have now is lots of moss because it's no longer in the sunshine.
Joe Biden, yeah. Okay, it's 10 p.m. It's 10:01 p.m.
Gosh, me.
Hello, Chris from Ireland. How you doing?
And again, pardon me.
We have really enjoyed your company tonight. We really have. But Anita's up in the window shouting for a cat, so we must go. We got a voice beer to finish off tomorrow. It's been absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. No, Kieran, no, absolutely not. I'm not strong. I just don't give up. Simon, do you have alcohol-free days? Luminance. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do. Sundays is generally alcohol-free, isn't it? Yeah, I don't drink Sundays. I had a week off in Disneyland.
We weren't even there for a week. There for 2
No, but
days.
I kept it going for a week. It turned out Monday to Monday I didn't drink.
We
so
weren't there for Disneyland
I was
for a week. I wish we were.
chewing my fingers
We were
off.
there half day Wednesday, all day Thursday, half day Friday. How'd you work that out? It's a week.
But we do love you. We'll see you next
Whoa.
Friday.
Chris,
We
well done.
will see you next Friday. Next Friday, Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Put it in your diaries. We love you all so very much. Boom. Cheers.
Oh, I clicked my arm. Cheer that.
I did.